they have to do it in like maybe like they have to do it twice to take down a tier 3 because they have no damage against those towers, and that's a little bit problematic. Maybe itemize for that. Get some necros or something, guys. Yeah.
Necros get meme hammers. Still. Yeah, but I don't know. Who knows? I mean, if Tinker gets off the ground quickly, you have like relatively early route to travel. All of a sudden, you have an extra hero that can just join into these burst down heroes like PA before the BKs. So if you can hit his timing, maybe just
like if they want to win, they have to hit the timing super early on. Oh, why don't I? Am I watching your screen?
I'm gonna back this right now.
Alright. I'm gonna restart then.
I think it happens when you've watched something on Dota TV and have direct around or something.
Oh yeah, I did do that. I did have that.
Well, yeah, there's some LAN tournaments that work that way. We basically have to cast off a
begins.
We're going aggressive up top, trying to contest the bounty rune, but probably all that possible up against Undying here was quick on the clicky finger. To steal it as a result, a bit of a 2v2 exchange in that regard. So how do you see these dual lanes work out with in the bottom? Oh yeah. Tango's like this very efficient heal. It's also one of these kings about Morphling that whenever you play Morphling, whenever you see him, that's one of the good reasons why he's going for that the lifesteal. Because you can shift full agi, you can click 3 times and you full health. Right? It's the same kind of principle. It's also the same reason why Red Swamp and drop He actually got another double DK off the first one. Came for Curry instead. You're only level 1s, no defensive utility apart from perhaps Fairy Fire, 2 stick charges, mid one, try and catch him here. One more right click, Stupid it. Okay, that's one way to do it. Ghost shot into the soul repeal. Still clicking. Super low himself though, look at this. 12 stacks of DK. Tango see his way through trees, but he's still, he bought as much time as he possibly could. Necro, big old juicy creep wave. Size also super low. A couple stick jobs coming in. Move. Damage over time. South. Through from 6. Ready to fight again. Zai is just straight up dead. Move alone. He places Dinner Blast. Oh no. Bo3's cut the W off just fine. It's on the fairy fire. Yeah.
Denied.
What? What the hell was that?
Leave me long enough.
Yeah. You think you're fine. Oh yeah, Kajingo Master, you can just bound a strike down, heal back up to full, but yeah. It's red and right click from creep, so at Death Pulse maybe connecting something, put him like him over the edge. But let's talk about his mid lane. I mean, this least kill potentially from compared to the side lane.
Flies.
This is yeah. Freaking alone. Yeah, the more levels you get on these heroes, like dying level 3. Put a point in Tombstone instead of the Soul Rip was tight. Super low, another couple of right click heal. Gets body blocked by Yabzor. Ouch. Soul Rip again. Yeah, again, I would have thought he would have put a second point up into that skill rather than a Tombstone. A little bit more nuking power might have been better than a bit more. Oh, maybe they're low. Not a lot of region left here between the two of them. This is new mid lane up.
Now that's bleeding edge technology.
It's like food delivery, you know? It's right to your doorstep. Is that what you would expect it, considering that there's a laser to work with? Normally you'd figure that Ticker would be better. Let's do base damage. Let's attack. Very nicely stabilized. Very low down bottom, actually 3 stacks of poison on. Be enough to finish them off by themselves.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, as long as it gets a few minutes of the mid game, it almost doesn't matter how the lanes go, because then you can just force into the jungle. You have them to down to stacks. The Supreme is very low here. Does have a couple of bottle charges coming in, but Nisha hits hard enough. Wolf also not ready. Throw the Cold Embrace out. He's not at that range. Oh, Tombstone's actually down. Happy, mid one. Starts to right click it here. Stick charges come through to hide him over. Very dangerous, might still be here if mid one continued base. Zany's out of mana. There's a Mango left, couple of stick charges that could still turn us around. Perhaps nuke somebody down here.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Gonna bounce still. Himself away. Could use some angle though, so if you get to a point where you just exhaust the mana for the Undying, then one of two things happen. Either you just stand around the lane being useless, or you almost dying to just or you just ends up going to the tier 2 to 9 health and then go to lane with full health for mana. Yeah. It takes forever.
How many daggers am I holding up?
Well, time to farm jungle, I guess. No one's really been stacking it up all that much, unfortunately. Ooh. Die? What do you use skewer? Is he dead here as well? The right clicks here, the call, the dragon back, and yeah. Need to dunk for that one either. Top lane. Redancing with some Zany. Down. Storm goes in. Not much mana left here, and they can start to right click at it, but it should give them enough time to get the hell out. But Misha has something else in mind. Follow down the strike. Curry still has W. Tries to TP away. It's nothing left to cancel it.
Denied.
I think he made for strength heroes, right? Armor, attack speed, something that you don't necessarily get. That's right. Lane Supreme lost in the river's eye was waiting in the back. There's a Winter's Curse though. That should be enough time. So that's to set up. Follow call here. This is definitely a dead Phantom Assassin. This time the dunk will connect. CHONGQING. That one picked up a double damage room here, but there's no real way into this fight.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah.
Radiant's
Can't really
middle
fault
tower
a
is under
hero
attack.
that's sitting on top of that dwarf chart. So, he's slowed and everyone else is slow as well, but yeah, he's pretty damn fast on his feet. Cover of the lure here, double down the strike, jumping in here. Curry can protect it. Oh, Zany, not so much, another TP out. Set though, Wolf comes in to help his friend. But they should be able to stick around, maybe not with that Winter's Curse. Midmon not being caught by it, but it gives Zany enough time to speed. He's taken over, defense drop, come through. Samsung runs around, but without follow-up, Zany should be absolutely fine. Hit one, okay, Bounce Strike is not enough. And, oh, he is indeed. So is Zany, though, dying to the ultimate as Tinker. Does he want to jump? Cannot. For another couple of seconds, there's heals coming through, but Midmon ready to dive. A couple of right clicks here and there. Tower shots starting to hit, but that's a big crit. But should jump perfectly timed. Curry could perhaps take over. No sight, Lucidolia for the Witch Doctor, but a couple of right clicks here with the Q, the Death Phone's following him. Not quite, not quite, Witch Doctor. There's like 30 or 40 health points left on Nisha. Then with a jump, just completely out of reach.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Invisibility.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Find out
Radiant's
at some
top
point,
tower is under
Level
attack.
5. Not that it could do much against those anyway, even if you cast them. But he's getting some scouting information in. Could perhaps place a deep ward. Bit of a tussle that works being already as he jumped in, but once again the Winter's Curse does not prevent the bound strike, but it will set up for Fallout kill. That side going down, another couple of right clicks here, but Nisha tries to jump to a teammate. Still being hunted down, Sableye really faithfully putting us to work, and the tank does connect. Just in time, Puppy's full already here, down to half health to a single combo from Curry, and yeah, playing rig around Rosie. There's more gauntlet here with the scythe coming in again on this poor support. 15 seconds at this point. Wounded level 5 just doubling his respawn time, and I gotta tell you, it does not feel good when you're on the receiving end of that.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Still join fight, but if you don't have this mobility to obfuscate your position inside the trees, it's so much easier to just jump on and bring it down. Hey, anything going on? Does have the ghost shot ready to go in a second here. Sableye actually with the blink reveal, turn this around, the monkey inside room command doesn't even care. And now Yapso down to half health. Couple of extra, yeah, this extra call coming in, so control factor is there. Even with some creeps, it can start spinning, but it doesn't need it all. Holding onto it, blinking in instead onto Zai as he came in to try and help, but now he's down at half health. Sableye wants to commit. Bit of damage being done, finds a skew up to the high ground. Rocket chasing him. Is another blink? Only 3 seconds here. That cooldown reduction or cooldown increase a while back. Really hurting Sableye right now. Yeah. So far so good. They're starting dominance. They're getting this space. Tinker. Oh, green. Rearm, yeah, I think he had to cancel this rearm for the laser, but he should have right there.
Time to move.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
By 4 people rotating in on you, Sableye. Take over the charge in a couple of seconds. Also, cooldown mid Windhorn. Saw something coming here. So I think he's Curry now coming out of the woods. Probably,
Radiant are scanning. Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
well, there's a bit of a creep wave here. If they want, they can use it for this tower. That's quite true. Wyvern and Necro, so it's not really slowing down tier 1 push. So, but it's sort of fall up towards it tier 2.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
But if this axe continues to having such a good game, and if this Tinker manages to deliver, I can see HIPPOMANIACS just winning this game until PA and Monkey get BKBs. But once they get BKBs, I think it's gonna be very, very difficult for Hippos to do a lot.
Now it's a desolated from Nisha as he's been patiently farming up the jungle. Power from Zion. This is what we've been talking about. Draft. He's staying right up there. with Curry, not so much with Sayulite, of course. His axe is 8 kills. Top of his last hits. But pretty damn good, especially if you find the DD good.
Yeah, it's that effect of Empower. We talked about this as well. It's basically PA with Empower. She just farms so much faster. And that's exactly what she's doing right now. Just running through the woods.
Disruption to start with. He also going for quite a while here. And that's God. Whiskers once again. Move. They're so freaking good with this. It's burst here at the button he can. Does that get some out from the wood to one and still holding on to the ghost shroud. And now, turn around. Can he find something here? Supreme ready to blink in, cast a few spells, and it's a lethal witch hunter now.
This Wyvern is always at the right position. So far, his game sense has been impeccable, and he's always been able to save his scores.
Yeah.
And Wyvern is one of the best counter-initiating heroes in these situations, and see it come to light, especially later on when Magnus gets that blink, which is right now, and he starts utilizing that RP, because it's gonna be even more flashier, right? Your team, the whole team gets RP, and suddenly there's Winter's Curse, and that Magnus dies instead of your team. So it can and it should be really a good Wyvern game.
Can't really count out Hippomaniacs, yes. But we're talking about the
Saberlight. He is kind of decent alone, but
what kind of ways he's just walking it off, but a bit more trouble, but they don't focus on him. He doesn't have a TV skill though. Walked a long way around. But yeah, I mean, we've been talking about the Supreme Tinker and that being one of his favorite heroes, but the same can be said for Xenian and Dying certainly. This is on his first roll, you will say, right? I think gone on here with the Demonic Purge, couple of fields, Sai going in, Skewer into the RP. Pretty damn big, but where's the follow-up? There's no one actually doing anything about it. Because in the backlines, Curry is just keeping them all busy now, stabilized with the call. Actually does connect on a Monkey King here, Side. Kind of wasted Unleash, I don't think doing too much damage, but should have enough for mid one. Gets the ultimate off, but just dies immediately. Unleash. Follow-up here in the back, he gets 2 nice little crits. Over on the support. Yeah. Both without Tinker there, there's no sustained damage. Saberlight will lose his own life. This started off.
It's just the way. Well, it's just the way Secret pulled that fight off. Honestly, that RP onto 3, yeah, it looked like it didn't have any damage, right? But it does allow Secret to not to have a free engagement with the PA on the other side of that fight, so she can just do whatever she wants to. Overall, it's just this small. And at the same time, I'm not certain if Axe had a blade mail there. I think I'm certain he had it, but I think it wasn't delivered yet, and they still went to fight, which is maybe... I'm not certain on this though. But in any case, they just got outplayed there, and that's why Secret is Secret. It's just that even...
They also saw the Skewer after the blink.
Yeah, he's just a poor position 5 warding. It's fine, guys. Don't blame the position 5. He's just running around warding. It's his job. If he dies once in a while, it's alright. It's not a biggie. Just look at Cinderella and players like that. They die all the time. So what? It doesn't matter. It's all cool.
As long as you get that information. As long as
bot lane, Tinker. Mid one is on top of him. But there's Axe also coming in. And this Tinker might... Yeah, this is a great place to pause in.
Yeah, he's also ready for...
That we haven't talked about a lot. That Shadow Demon has a Netherlands and Kaya and is building into Yasha, so he's gonna have Kaya... What? Yasha Kaya? What's it called? Kaya Yasha?
Kaya and Yasha.
Yasha and Kaya. Yasha. His movements, he wasn't saving people with disruptions from let's say calls or Winter's Curses, right? But now with Tetralance and Kaya, it's gonna be much easier. I think he's gonna be maybe the bright star.
Rearm here, actually doing a decent amount of damage, but Supreme gets a laser off. Now blinks off to the side, move, instant TP, and now, well, yeah, so he's caught with the call, or maybe not.
Under attack.
By the way, he's dead.
He died, yeah, but that's also a way to, like, all the stars die in the end, you know? The light burns out, takes them out.
And him alone up top. You Tinker and Curry walking in. He would have saved him again if it was on cooldowns.
Another star, shining star dies. And that's it.
Yeah.
Anyway, died on top, perhaps some warding mission or something like that. But on bottom lane, yeah, but on bottom lane, even if you push a tower like that and they kill you, it's fine because you force them to rotate. This Necro is now on top, and that's kind of decent. But at the same time, Shadow Demon on bottom lane, he dies, but Monkey King survives, and that's if you're secret, you're completely fine with that. You're actually satisfied, considering that it could have been much worse.
Got another DQ.
Top lane?
Okay, that's a bit of a better kill.
They're actually getting them all the time, and they're finding these kills. Secret is...
He's dead, but it's fine. He's dead.
Yeah, that's not...
in a row, it's a bit of a different question. But now,
exactly.
Bit of a fight in mid. Flying across the tree line, stabilize.
Yeah, Nisha has DD, so...
But they're just keeping them.
Yeah, they're just occupying that long. Nisha is taking Rosh.
Almost dies, actually. He does take out. Yeah, no idea. Nisha almost got through this big guy right here.
Yeah. Double damage, easy pickings for him. And he has that BKB as well, by the way. He's gonna port out now. Yeah, add to. Zai is dead. There's no reason to fight them there. Just wait for a better opportunity.
Make things a little bit awkward going forward, I would imagine, if Team Secret... I mean, they could just start grouping up right now. Have the Aegis in front, BKB at the ready. Lay down with his command around the tower.
It's problematic because you're playing versus Tinker. If you manage to somehow pick him off first, it's gonna be much easier. As Tinker and Wyvern are always gonna be able to just slowly thwart your opportunities and your attempts to take a tower. They're just gonna spam, and you're gonna have to go back at some point.
Bit on there, taunt him here. When that Libercade comes out, he's still attacking. Doesn't protect him, even if it did, that's a entry one. Such a good catch, you saw him jumping. He reacted instantly.
Acts like this very
so far, impeccable gameplay by HIPPOMANIACS. Catching Secret left, right, and center, just doing what they have to do in this game. They have to be stomping in order to be anywhere close to winning this game, right? But I'm still worried for them. I'm still very skeptical. And honestly, it's not only the fact that they are HIPPOMANIACS. If you just remove these tags away, and I didn't see that they were playing versus Secret, I'd still be worried.
Being gone on it, what the hell? He just disappeared. Let's get the call off on top of them with the Skurs, though. I guess they're just running away, but get out of here. He screams, laying down some covering markers, but middle finds him, about to blink away. Time. Make it out with the chain links. Stabilize a bit of a different story. Yeah. By there.
I actually thought mid one is gonna catch him with the Boundless Strike there. He's gonna catch Tinker as well. But I guess he opted not to.
TP's in to try into the tower. Oh, just pushing his team through. End up dropping here soon. Late middle of his own. Damage in return.
It's just Yapsor's damage output. It's gonna skyrocket. Like this hero, once he gets levels and mana regen and is able to just spam out Shadow Poison all the time, you're gonna find yourself in a lot of issues if you're Necro or even this act, because he doesn't care how tanky you are. The function of Shadow Poison is exponential, and the more, like, it just skyrockets after, I think, 5 or 4 or 5 stacks of this.
5 is max stack? Or max multiplier or whatever?
Top tower
yeah, max stacks, the multiply is 5. So after 5, this axe is ripped.
1, 2, 4, 8, 16 times the stack damage. Up a little bit here, setting up for the Steel 1 tower, which is actually survived up to the range of 9 with the win on his own. Okay, that's maybe gearing up for counter smoke. Available?
Yeah, they don't have it, and for them to run up top, they have to go through high ground, and it's very difficult. This Necro is in the right position, but the problem is how do you approach the Necro? How do you do anything? This ward is really good from Sammy, as he's gonna scout the Magnus. This is basically the high ground that I was talking about. It's very hard for them to just run uphill there, especially versus a PA that has a BKB and Aegis, and now a Basher on top of that.
One problem that I'm seeing though is right now Nisha is the only one who is this kind of crazy netbo. If you look at the next 3 heroes, it's all Radiant, and there's a couple of them, especially Saberlight. We talked about this Blade Mail. That could still put the Phantom Assassin in positions where, if nothing else, Nisha has to just walk away. I mean, right now the Aegis is still there, but only for under a minute. Good might be looking for fights sooner rather than later.
I think that the hero that you have to watch when you say all that, and when you think about the game like that, is Shadow Demon. As long as he manages to disrupt Axe or the PA, if she gets called, she shouldn't have any problem surviving through the initial call, and after that she can just jump around on anyone. It is problematic what you have just stated though, that their cores are behind Radiant cores, every single other hero, but at the same time Shadow Demon is ahead of his Monkey King, so there's that. You have one extra core, I suppose, in this Yapsor, as this guy is always on top. This guy always has so much farm. It's basically an extra core for Secret.
The big question: can you counterplay this attempt?
Under attack.
Can't the TA is taken out of the picture? All of a sudden you're missing like half a network. Pretty close to it. If you can keep her alive, and then obviously leverage that power.
Also,
now Zapiri up here on 2 in the back. Mid one ready to go with the follow-up. Battle Strike just taken away. 2 supports immediately here, so no one cares, no anything. But there's a call coming through on the Shadow Demon, trying to take him out. Misses done. This don't get the kill. 3-2 trade so far, but now they can just focus save like Nisha with the BKB, with the Basher, ready to go 1 by 1. Supreme, he made his way out with the TP. Didn't want to be a part of that. Oh, there's some God blinks across to the other side. But that's the right idea though. Mid one can get some vision here, blink across on the side. This is Cure, he's just dodging left, right, and center. How is he still alive?
Yeah, just amazing play by Supreme, but at the same time, I'm really surprised by mid one and his like he's very reluctant to use that boundless strike for some reason. I think he's sporting in mid again, but yeah. I was actually expecting Monkey King to boundless strike in there. Damage is physical, but like you cancel his rearm still, right?
Yeah.
Even if he doesn't matter. Yeah, maybe. But still, though, Supreme just played that out of his mind and survived. But his whole team, they were destroyed out of their minds. Like they couldn't do anything there. The Secret just initiated so well on 2 sides of that fight. On the left side, they caught them with Magnus. On the right side with Shadow Demon and Witch Doctor. Yeah, Witch Doctor does die, but so what? You basically wipe them, and Tinker is the only one that survives. This Tinker, however, does have that Agonance, and his laser does a lot of work. But at the same time, I'm worried about this Hex build that he's going for.
I see him, he's trying to skewer somebody down. Now save that. Triple dagger, what the hell? One of them just took away Undying immediately. Supreme is still happy, but there it is. Nisha with the Pistol Blade, but he cannot rearm. Supreme can, so constant. Those scepters keep...
Necro is gone.
Curry, a bit of a different story. Once again, they got baited in here. Zai looked like a bit of a misstep here, not finding the skewer down. The rest of the team ready to react.
Nisha, what a player, man. What a player. with those RNG crits. Next level crits, man. Next level 1200 HP crits on Undying. He's so good. Like, when you're a good player, you also know how to crit properly.
Yeah.
You know, that's it.
You just gotta press the crit button at the right time.
Exactly, and he does exactly that. Oh, that's been caught, actually.
Call out, drop aggressively, Supreme trying to do what he can, but it's anyway. Stay alive a little bit longer with this, there's no way out. That's right here, Zai is Q back, trying to catch some people.
7 stacks on him.
One mid one just leading out, look. In the backlines, yeah, she's manipulating very, very quickly as it tends to do with Phantom Assassin. Once again, the triple sniping dagger as well. I haven't really talked much about it. At least these 3 chances to crit somebody down, and not to mention
yeah, especially when you're some measly little support with low HP, you just get critted with 1 foot and I'm died.
Committing in, but Yapso on point. Curry trying to save him again with the golden brace, but also being caught with a couple of daggers here. Big crit.
Tinker is dead as well.
Wouldn't be too surprised to see a GG combo.
Well, they don't have any tier 2s, so Secret can just go roll down bottom now as well. They don't have BKB on PA, so that's maybe a little bit problematic, but I think they can go. Yeah, they shouldn't get killed. Well, there's Axe coming in very soon. He has that blade now, Blink, like maybe they can do something with him, but if you go and you just die now with Axe, you lost the game 100%.
Yeah,
but
so,
Secret...
Like, just staying behind. I mean, this entire game, Secret's positioning has been pretty damn good here in the middle.
Even though they got like handled during the laning stage and later on, this Axe was making so much space, still isn't enough.
Curry tends to particularly walk in. Happy I can take a lot of damage with this burst. I'll finish him off, so it's something.
Yeah, but you lost your Winter Skirt. Yeah.
Happy got him in the end anyway with
Yeah, that's GG. Yeah, it's very hard. Like I honestly saw this problem for Hippomaniacs, and that's the fact that they aren't gonna ever be able to take down objectives with this draft. I mean, eventually any draft is able to take down objectives, right? Because you just become so like you're right to turret at level 25. It doesn't matter, but at the
Give credit to Saxa, he just bought a lot of time against Frost here, but Fada needs to be careful. Oh, the Dream Call coming in, the Brace going to be down the park. He does hide for the time being. Jansen fan mistimes the call. Fada will blink away.
But they're not even, that's the thing, without the PA on the board, you just don't have to fear that puck initiation anymore. The Beastmaster and Puck are not going to do the damage that you need to bring you down.
That's the thing.
The Beastmaster has gone for this like super defensive. You know, he's got a Lincoln's up. Obviously, he's going to be using that on the PA. He's building a BKB, but there's no damage source, right? I liked the Aeon Disc detour from the Puck because of what he was able to do around the map, but the result is that with only the level 2 Dagon, with this extremely defensive build on the Beastmaster, there really is only one damage source coming out from the side of NIP.
That's kind of an interesting thing to look at in this game, is actually, if you remember back to the Optic days, 33 was always... lads as well. It's all about how can I make Ace's job easier. And that's where it backfires, right? When you're ahead, it feels good, but with TFT starting to even this up, I mean, we already talked about how strong Slark is. Chessie's made himself very relevant in this game, and let's not forget the work that Jansen fan has been putting in.
And again, you know, we talk about this concept now of dead gold all the time, but it's the generalization is sort of effective gold. When you look at what the items are supposed to do, right? This Puck has the Aeon Disc largely for split pushing. The Beastmaster has all of these protective and utility items designed for initiation and to take the pressure off the PA.
That was a little bit too close for comfort from Fada. Light Striker Ray was about 0.2 seconds off connecting with Puck's face there.
There is your difference maker, though. At the end of that, he does get away. And, you know, again, Fada makes it look interesting, but he's got... I mean, the Aeon Disc is still off cooldown, right? So it's not the hugest deal, even if that does connect. But he's got the hacks now, and that's a difference maker.
I mean, I have to give really big credit to not only Fada, I have to give it to the hidden hero here, which is Saxa. The amount of space space between the two of them to create. Like that last fight,
Agreed.
if they wipe Pulse straight away, they go base, they take a lane. They couldn't do that though.
100%, and we have not been talking near support play in this game. It's been on balance very good, and I completely agree with you. It does need to be said, though, of course, most people will probably already be aware of this, but for those who are not, the Hex state is now dispellable via Strong Dispel, and probably the most important of those is Slark's Dark Pact. So the Hex is no longer the hard counter to Slark that it has been in the last few patches.
Very true. And speaking of Slark, Skadi next up on the board. He realizes he needs to tank up more as you know, things getting a little bit too close for comfort for him. The focus is on what PA does next, though. This Satanic, I've seen the effects of it on this hero. Just one crit, back to full HP. How you doing? And actually, a thing that people forget about is the new Satanic status resistance. True.
You had to do that to me, didn't you?
It's insane.
It's a relevant point here, absolutely. I feel like when you look at this, there's a 10k net worth differential, right, between the PA and the Slark. But with what the Slark has around him, the secondary damage source coming out from the lane, the threat of the 2 BKB piercing disables for really only one hero that you have to worry about on the side of NIP from the Axe and the Winter Wyvern, you know, the Slark just, he feels so much better in these fights.
Yeah, no, he does. It's that case of, you know, when you take this focus on one damage source type of lineup, it puts you on the clock, right? If you go too late and you're up against a team that has 2, eventually they're going to get slaughtered. And suddenly you are essentially in a 2-on-1 scenario when it comes to how to actually kill people. Yeah. TP's in here. They see the Axe. Dreamcore goes down. BKB forced out your Handsome Fan, but he's hanging around. He has no way to escape. Bean's grip's going to be there. And with that, that's a short kill.
Okay.
Hanskin, what's Hanskin doing right now? He's trying to cut the wave by the looks of it. It's too late though. The wave's already gone through.
Yeah, that's a little mistimed. He'd also stopped off to pick up the Aeon Disc from the shop there.
Oh, he might get a courier. He's read where the movements are. He knows they've probably got items coming out. Oh gosh.
Yeah, it's just
it's, you know, it's a consolation prize. We'll take it at this stage. I mean, that does mean to actually have any sentries.
He is going to be able to cut the wave mid.
Oh, that's actually a big deal. They don't have any sentries.
That is actually a really big deal, right?
Yeah, they have no sentries at all.
There's no way that you're going to be able to. There's no sentries, and there's no way that you're going to be able to keep that wave alive. So NIP are actually forced to switch their focus to bottom lane, which is not the lane that you really want in the ideal case.
Doesn't make too much difference to them right now. Usually when you're in this scenario, the lane that you want to get first, if you can, is always mid, because then you can take the second lane easily because you force them to play a game of musical chairs between the two.
So, you know, as weird as it is to be talking about a support item at this point, that blink on the Winter Wyvern is actually... Like, it's weird to be talking about a blink reveal at 44 minutes into the game.
It's a fair point, though.
The blink on the Winter Wyvern, because of the potential of the Winter's Curse, is potentially hugely significant.
Oh, they just procced Hanskin's own disc, actually. Needs to be careful with the jump in. The bit's coming out. There's the use of Yules, though. Era's going to be fine. BKB from Ace trying to move away should be fine. They stick down Ignis to make sure they can get away. Hex is going to be on the Brewmaster down to half HP already. The Prime Roar as well. He can't do anything but die. Frost going deep here on Ace, trying to get him. Laguna dodge by the Mansa, perfectly timed. And now they don't have the advantage in this fight. TFT can't find the kills anymore. Split coming out. They maybe can get 33, but that is a consolation prize to the big kill you were looking for. Or stuffing him away. Frost looking for a target. Cyclone up on the sack, so they'll have to sell for this, but buying a little bit of time. Yules onto himself. Keep it light, says go. Get the hell out. If that's all they get, I'm happy. And Puck, he actually went back in and finished off the range racks.
Hot to Puck, ladies and gentlemen. And goes ahead and levels up the Dagon 5.
Oh, they're going to find PPD as well, but once again, consolation prizes. You didn't get anything that really matters.
And they do get most of that lane. I mean, I think both teams on balance are pretty happy. Both the supports have buyback, and the lane equilibrium is such that a TFT can't really push this out and do that much objective damage. This town.
Well,
that was somewhere Artesia smiling, man.
Just nodding. Just oh yeah. He's like, I gave him secret coaching lessons. Handsome Fan has a haste here. I don't think you want to have that target though.
That's not the droid you're looking for.
Well, Frost is looking for it, though. He's guessing in all the wrong places. Maybe he sees Beastmaster, though. It's like, okay, I'll take the backup kill. I can't assure the other one, but maybe they can find 33. He's reading this perfectly. He's already backing away. It just feels like TFT, especially after they bought back on the brew, they need to find something to make this all worthwhile. Yes, they kept...
Team secrets turn to ban. Dire team ban. Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
All right, let's go.
Nope.
Team secrets turn to ban.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Time already for game number 2. Team Secret up 1-0. So a quite dominating performance here with their strat work. Perfect. Now in the mid game going forward, HIPPOMANIACS might have what it takes to. So far so expected, you could say. But HIPPOMANIACS, maybe they have a few extra tricks. He could actually ban the PA.
No PA for you. That's it. Big boy. 2 meters puppy. Putting the law down, man. Yeah. Dazzle banned out as well, sadly. And that lone druid to heroes that I value so much in the current patch, and so do these two teams. That's why they're banning them. Maybe they should pick something like Pudge, like Virtus Pro, and perhaps we'll see Hippos win. I mean, overall, HIPPOMANIACS, honestly, they played so well. But... Oh, Morphling. I mean, why not? It still works.
You know what you shouldn't be doing? Pick heroes that have barely been picked. Like Windrunner, Leshrac.
Just casual heroes. Anyways, I just wanted to say, like, these... 1 year ago exactly, I think, maybe a bit more, I play versus Team Secret in a qualifier such as this one for a major with my team that was basically maybe on a little bit better level than HIPPOMANIACS are right now. No offense to them, Elements, I don't know, let's say it's a bit more popular organization in the CIS. And we play versus Secret, and that first game just reminded me so much of that. I just recalled it. Basically, the same thing happens. You crush them in the laning stage somehow. You're so hyped as a team, you know. You're playing versus Secret. Whenever you're playing versus these tier 1 teams, you want to prove yourself. You're try-harding. You somehow get to do all the right things in the laning stage, but later on, they just pull the right strings. They just do the right things, and Puppy calls the right shots, and they just outskill you and outplay you and strategically win the game. And I mean, it wasn't.
How do you even pinpoint what went wrong, or like what you could have done?
It's hard. I mean, for HIPPOMANIACS in that last game, it's super simple to pinpoint what went wrong, because even if they didn't lose at that point, they still would have lost eventually, as they had absolutely no ways of dealing with those BKBs once they're up, right? You have the axe with Call, but it just wasn't enough. Winter's Curse, yeah, but you have the Shadow Demon as well to help through that. I really like their opening right now, Undying and Ancient. AA versus Morphling and Wisp should be the strongest hero in the game, right? AA versus Wisp and Morphling basically blows them both up. You can't morph, you can't heal with Wisp. It's just a perfect pick. The only question is how strong are their lanes gonna be with this AA. They should be decent as long as they don't pick a too greedy core with that AA. So Also, the problem with these two supports is that they bring 0 stuns to the game. Yeah, chilling touch, but cold feet. I mean,
feet,
but
yeah. You need a bit of a setup for that to really make it work. Ideally, from your carry position, there's not too many left though, and that's Wraith King doesn't really work all the time anymore. Just because as long as I mean, beyond that though, with the recent change to chilling touch, ancient apparition is still useful in the lane.
10 seconds remaining.
Will combo work just because you have free harassment even.
5 seconds remaining.
With like what, 50 extra damage at level 1, which is quite significant. Extra range, so don't even put
it is and it isn't, right? Like I can't say that I played A in this patch because I haven't. There are many other heroes that are more fun to play right now, but A looks a little bit lackluster to me, to be honest, even with that change.
I've played it actually. I mean, of course in my brackets a little bit, but
in your bracket everything works. Everything works down there. The trenches.
Yeah, okay. I've had a Timbersaw with me on my lane, and the other guys had no idea how to play it, so they kept running its Timbersaw.
Yeah, I think that's more about the Timbersaw than about the AA.
At least it's not completely utterly used. I think that
no doubt about it. No doubt about it, especially versus this Morphling. As I said, it should be really good. Undying.
It's all about the ice pass. If you land that, then no matter if you die 20 times to the landing stage, you can still have it good.
5 seconds remaining.
Undying in this game isn't really perfect, though. As with Morphling, it's very easy for you to either deal with that tombstone or just steal it for yourself. So there's that. Overall, however, Hippomaniacs, they need some control in these fights. I really like secrets, like I was just about to say Void, but Team Secret has already dealt with that and banned it out. Another hero that would be cool for Hippomaniacs and that has been changed is Beastmaster. That would be alright. Morphling is a natural Linken's build. That's not great and it's kind of hard to catch him out, but you need some. Centaur has been banned. Axe hasn't been banned, however. So maybe that guy again. You have a call into ASO, that would be alright. I don't see a reason why not to go for that, because there aren't really many other initiators that are left in the pool, are there?
I guess.
Oh, Sand King is alright too, yeah. Sand King would be cool. Another hero that heals a lot versus AA, not really perfect either. And he's squishy as well. So if this AA has a good time, a good game, and if he manages to use that ultimate properly, like, he can deal with the Wisp and Morphling and the Witch Doctor.
Like Secret is just trying to send a message. Oh yeah, you picked AA, whatever, we're just gonna pick all healing heroes, and we don't care.
I mean,
they're gonna pick Abaddon next and some shit.
Necro.
Abaddon, like, Necro, yeah.
Yeah, if they go for something like Necro, I'm just done. It's so bad versus the AA. At the same time, though, it would be decent versus Axe, and Axe, in this game, as we said, they needed some sort of initiation, and Axe had such a good game that last match that they choose to go that same route.
5 seconds remaining.
But they really have to think about these last two picks properly now.
Second actually both Team Secret, so now this powers Hippomania. Makes things a little bit more complicated as far as your safe lane turn, I guess. The right matchup, Sanking can dominate that.
Yeah, especially with the changes, with the Sandstorm being basically not a channeling spell anymore. You just cast it once and run around and hit targets. Like, Sanking can have a really decent time there. Ancient Apparition, if he's dual laning, should not be able to really zone out Sand King. Shouldn't be able to do a lot to Zai Sand Kings at all, actually. So that's gonna be a very interesting lane. They need a strong core there. But what is there that you can pick? There's some Jug perhaps, or I don't know. Like PL is trash versus Sand King. Nyx isn't great either, shouldn't work. It's difficult for them. They like all these. I think they needed that Void so much, honestly. That Void would have been perfect for them.
Down. Are there any like I pick up that build
Oh yeah.
Secrets turn to ban.
Anti-mage.
Anti-mage. Alright. I've actually seen this picked a couple of times recently, especially versus Morphling as well. You always think that it might work, right? But at the same time, more often what I see is just Anti-mage not getting that Battle Fury anywhere on time.
Yeah.
And Morphling just rolling out of control. AM has been changed, like he has that magic shield, whatever.
5 seconds remaining.
Armor, yeah. The one that
Forgot how it's called.
fell back to you. Yeah.
It's
It's
whatever. Basically, it's Magnum Scepter that you can activate. It's like, what, a 3-second cooldown at the end? 1.6 seconds uptime. So you just
it's
basically
really
have to be
good.
really quick with it. And like the Morphling shotgun. So which shotgun? Cask, actually.
Cask, yeah, or
Burst
Sand
Strike
King
too.
Stun. Yeah. All these spells are really good if you reflect them. At the same time, though, it's really problematic.
On paper, it should really be all good against Morphling. And it's certainly later down the line. How will you ever kill
Dire
that?
team
Yeah,
back.
blue chip.
It used to be really good. He used to be like one of the main counters, right? Because of the mana, you just blow his mana up, and with the bashes, you take him down.
But no, Morphling just turns into Anti-Mage, puts his mana in turn, right?
Yeah, or
Anti-Mage can't blink
blinks
and then
out,
he's dead.
yeah.
But hey, if you have the axe setting up, you can do enough damage.
10
Maybe enough to the
seconds
Morphling
remaining.
directly, but to the rest of the team, just take them out first, blink into the backlines, blow up a Witch Doctor,
5
it's pretty high.
seconds remaining.
So, and then make it so that Morphling, if he's the only one left, then all of a sudden gets a lot easier to deal with that. Or you just combo up perfectly every time with the aim.
It's hard. It's hard to just
Dire team
expect to combo up properly every single time, right? Monkey King band, by the way. Hero would be good versus Axe or Anti-Mage. You could basically lane him anywhere, and then you could put Morphling on mid.
You look for some more... Lina would come.
For Hippomaniacs, Lina would be actually one of the best heroes, as it works really well versus Morphling.
10 seconds remaining.
It also deals with Wisp and Witch Doctor fairly well. It's also a hero that
5
can
seconds
take you
remaining.
throughout that mid-game, so that Anti-Mage can farm. You need something that's gonna be rotating around with tags, and another hero that might be alright would be that Invoker with the little bit of everything build right now. Oh, they go for DK. Alright, so Dragon Knight, it's a hero that's well, a little bit more stable, let's say, than Lina and Invoker. It's very hard to counter him on the lane. I actually expected this to be a Lina, because it's just a much more popular pick right now,
10 seconds
and they needed
remaining.
that burst versus the Right now, if his
5
ulti does not
seconds
connect onto
remaining.
that Morphling, I don't see him dying actually. So that might be an issue for you. However, what this Dragon Knight does bring to the table is some push, and basically when he pushes, he draws attention away from that AM, and they have to deal with the DK pushing, and while they're dealing with that, Anti-Mage is perhaps free farming on the other side of the map, so it is a decent pick in that aspect. It does bring them.
Way to go about
Templar
it.
You may now select
Against
your
the TA
heroes.
though. It's like
Yeah.
a good matchup for the TA, right?
It's definitely alright. Like, there's absolutely no reason why mid one shouldn't have a good lane versus Kari's Dragon Knight. So it's an alright matchup for TA. It doesn't really suffer a lot from the Breed Fire or anything else. The only problem is once you go and stack or farm jungle, he's gonna go instantly onto your tower and try to take it down. But honestly, yeah, TA is pretty decent here.
Why does Morphling look like a Protoss, bro?
It definitely does, doesn't it? It looks like a pylon.
Yeah. I don't think I've seen that before. This is crazy.
Yeah, it's a
Do
good
we
Protoss set. Definitely a good Protoss set.
We need to do that stuff, but it would
Power
actually really love,
overwhelming
StarCraft
right there.
themed. Oh yeah. I actually really love a StarCraft themed that's treasures and whatnot. I mean, we had the Warhammer stuff right? A while ago.
What we had?
Yeah, we had like Warhammer theme.
Oh yeah.
It's a little bit different because Games Workshop, they just throw that license around. An apple and an egg, as we say. basically nothing. But Blizzard, they're a little bit more protective about their stuff. Probably not. But hey, this is as close as we're gonna get it.
Blizzard's very protective about their stuff,
Yeah.
like Dota 1, right?
Oh yeah. I mean, biggest mistake of their lives probably, but hey. We're here now, game number 2, HIPPOMANIACS. They need to win this one. They want to extend the series, try and stick around in the upper bracket. This phase of the major qualifiers. They don't, of course, they're not out. They would be in the lower bracket final and have to play for elimination. There, right after this game, in fact, on this very stream.
Wow, we're gonna stream some more games?
More
wow.
games. Champ. Yeah. Loser of this one is the loser of Alliance versus OG.
What happened with Alliance OG? Who won first? Do you have any idea?
Good question. I think the second game is on, but there's no score indicator that I can see. I would assume OG. That would be on. Oh, wow, what's...
Yeah, I'm telling you, we're gonna cast OG, man. I told you before.
Yeah, you did. You did indeed. 40-minute victory here. They had PA Magnus too. Alright. PA Magnus, Oracle, Dragonite, Earth Spirit.
Yeah, so there is a possible game 3 in which Alliance loses, I suppose. But, yeah. Alliance is looking really strong, by the way. I like when I said that I'm expecting them to win, you have to take that with a grain of salt because OG TI winners, but at the same time, no Anna. Didn't play for quite a long time. Alliance playing all the time, practicing, going to lands.
They certainly have the right attitude.
And the right attitude, definitely. Yeah. Like, you can't really just neglect them, and you can't just really say that they are full underdogs there. Anyway, we have our own game on the way. We're gonna see actually Ancient Apparition going with Axe on the bottom lane and Undying plus AM on that top lane. So Undying versus Wisp combination is pretty good because Sand King and Wisp, they're basically both strength, so they're gonna lose a lot of that HP once those decays hit. Also, the damage is gonna be reduced because of them being strength, right? So they're not gonna hit as hard, but at the same time, you are a melee hero that needs to walk into Sandstorm. And that's not really great.
They have 2 sentries on Undying. Still right through that. There's no sentries on the side of Secret that like really engage in sentry walls just yet.
He even prepared with 2 sentries. Actually, he prepared himself with 2 sentries to, if in case they devour that first one, he can counter devours again. But yeah, they aren't really, they don't look like they care about being revealed.
Back and forth here around it's the roof. Third here coming in, Puppy says hello. Also prompt HIPPOMANIACS spams to go aggressive on the other side. Classic 2 for 2.
Yeah.
Dream also skill blink across, try and get the other one, and oh wait, he actually does, but yep, so already far ahead of it.
Yeah, that was interesting because he saw the Witch Doctor as well, so why do you even try to blink there? As you know, that Witch Doctor is running already for it, but yeah, you're now stuck with blink level 1, which isn't horrible. Could be better, I guess. Not really the best either.
At least you have that escape at the ready, but you might find a situation where you can really use mana break.
Yeah, because you won't need that escape, right? You won't need it. They're probably gonna go Sandstorm level 1, and they have Tether level 1 as well, so it's very unlikely that you're gonna have to blink out of this lane in the first wave at least.
Well, look at the here, especially with the IO, it's always so annoying to stay linked to your friend, but also be far enough away from him to prevent the double decay. So far so good actually, Undying. He wasn't able to get that down. Meanwhile down bottom, Saberline already put the creep skipping going on. Kinda low, but Puppy, gotta be careful. Look at the heals going though. This early on should make the difference here, certainly.
Yeah, he's dealing a lot of damage to Saberlight.
He's gonna win this one. There's more creeps coming in. Verify comes out. I'm running low on mana, but yeah, it's fall back for the time being, style up. They have 2 behind them right now.
Yeah, so if you're Saberlight, you want to take these creep waves towards the camp and farm them together with the camp. But actually this heal is so ridiculously strong. Not only because it's healing Witch Doctor, but because it's healing the as well. So they aren't falling as fast as you'd consider them to fall, and because of that, this axe is left with no regen right now, actually. And like he just burns through. Yeah, he can give him a tango and a salve, definitely. Top lane, Sand King, gone.
AM it's level 2 and you can go aggressive.
Yeah, it's not really a hero that you expect to fall here. He didn't skill up Sandstorm though, so I guess they were a little bit too aggressive. And the problem with Wisp level 2 is the fact that you have no overcharge, and if the Wisp isn't being attacked, he can't really heal you because he has full HP. His healing doesn't work when you have full HP, and that's it. Bottom lane Witch Doctor low, but should be fine.
Said though, I mean, a lot of damage. Normal right clicks. Even if you don't get the stun on Cold Feet, if you can get a decent amount of time on it, it still does a lot of damage.
Definitely is. I think giving this A little bit of farm here and free experience while the axe is rotating base to heal up isn't that horrible for them. It could be worse, I guess. If you're axe, you definitely want to have the best game possible, right? As you're very tempo based, you want to be setting your own tempo in the game, you want to be basically dominating throughout the mid game, and when you have to run, when you have to take the walk of shame back to the fountain like he just did, it's not awesome for you. But in this match, you have an AA that's also gonna be...
what?
There we see some undying dying there.
Yeah, he tries to deny himself, or deny quote unquote, to the tower, but Yapsa was a little bit too fast, she gets the kill credit. Quite helpful for him, yes, but there's a bit of coming. He earned actually.
Yeah, he's actually having a really good time here. Eternal, oh, DK, so low mid.
Top is in. Oh yeah, mid one.
Mid one dives the DK, yeah, it's not really a hero that you...
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Diving Saberlight does the same thing again. Now it's level 3, it's a little bit more damaging. Half the green. A few more tangles left. Heal up afterwards.
Oh, we weren't talking about this mid lane at all. We weren't looking at it because it's basically TA versus DK. We expect them both to be farming.
Alright. They should just awesome out to the side lane. Gotta pay more attention. Yeah, just go ahead here. We still need to take a look at this mid lane because only one of 13.
Yeah, TA is doing so well, especially with that kill that she just got. She's having such a good time actually. Mid one is dominating Karu, and if you're Karu, you really want to be the one that has a decent laning stage, not the one that's on the receiving end of the... It's not great, definitely, especially as this DA could be the that just propels secret throughout the game. Right, Nisha, goodbye Nisha.
I caught that by accident here. Saberlight, he just called, got 3 spins in a row. Whenever I play Axe, I can't get a single one. Hey, 3 spins, he wasn't shifting,
that's why he's a pro Czechoslovakian Czech player, Czech Republic player.
Press that spin button, you know, that's not a call, it's just trying to go for a trade. Yanisha still hitting pretty damn fast. South comes out, he's juking quite nicely here, but will still cancel. Counts coming around. Tried his best.
And on top lane,
not enough.
There's some fight happening as well.
Click back and forth. You have no mana left here either, yeah.
Yeah, they just run back. Pretty good. Overall, if you're Secret, you're still very satisfied with how the laning stage is going. Top lane definitely could have went better, honestly. This AM and Undying have... Well, AM isn't CSing that well. He has 20 CS. His counterpart on the other team, Nisha, has 27. So it's not horrible. Yeah, especially considering you're playing versus Sand King Wisp. They've done quite well on this top lane. Oh, mid lane. Curry again. He's in problems.
He used to stun. He's trying to juke and jive, but... So far it's working out. Another stun coming in.
Use Calling Blade, hit the tree and run. That's it.
Oh, he's
that's
doing
it. Mid one. Mid one is dead.
You're gonna retire. I mean, it was the kills in the other lanes, but no, there's no way the way it's intending as this one. I mean,
Kari, have some mercy, man. I'm still sick. I can't laugh this much. I actually expected him to just hit that right tree there and run through there. That's basically easy escape. He did that in the end, but not before the TA dies.
The real man doesn't escape. The real man just waits for the kill and keeps
calculated, man. He calculated that.
Health region we're talking about, you know.
Oh, top lane Tomb
has been kind of low. Gets a burst strike off on 2. Supreme's kind of low, but he's still fighting.
There's sticks. There's
only just enough of Zeni gets 3 right clicks in, but oh god, the cost now they actually him up. Now it's level 2. Just enough. He was on bottom here. They lose the ancient apparition. Sableye trying to fight, but the shift going on Nisha.
So every time you're trying to kill a core that's tethered to Wisp, you have to first check what Wisp has got in his store, what he has in his inventory. As that Wisp had 1 Fairy Fire, 1 Salve, and 8 to 9 sticks. So it's very, very unlikely that you're gonna kill anyone before he heals them up. So it just didn't happen, and because of that, Aim dies first. I actually think Zai didn't use that Salve on time, because... not Zai, Yapzor didn't use that Salve on time, as he could have saved Zai if he did. Unfortunately, bottom lane.
Again, Nisha away from forward, couple more right clicks. Fast enough here, and hitting for 123. Get 6 health points. This one moment is getting very, very fat and very powerful.
Mid lane, Curry.
By the way, did you know that the Dragon Form damage over time works against Trap?
Against traps?
A moment ago, yeah. Curry got a right click in on the correct place Trap, and then afterwards timed out and you got the money.
Yeah, what about mid one dying to the Elder Dragon Form on mid? And top lane, Yapzor.
Hell, it's everywhere. Can you stop for once? We didn't talk about this.
I mean, I'm basically like following up. I see them. I see what's happening. I can actually anticipate these kills, but they're still happening really fast.
Like they happen in 3 lanes at the same time. Like yeah, still have to make a decision who, what lane.
Yeah. However, Kari, like, kudos to this guy, he completely came back on bed. He's gonna be maybe Doe in here now. Nah, it's way too tanky. 2 bracers changed with the 6% magic resistance. Like, it's very hard to gank him, so TA has to do the majority of the work, and that's not definitely easy for a TA. She has almost done it twice, but the second time when it blew back into her face. Oh, mid lane again, actually.
I don't know, but the healing to the assassin cold feet will connect.
No detection.
No detection it already. There's a snapper out of the meld.
Yeah, really well played by mid one. Actually, you know what? These things in which he fights, but he doesn't die, as long as he keeps Dragonite away from his tier 1, are really good for Secret, as they do not allow this DK to rotate away from the mid lane. Basically, when you're a Dragonite, what you want to be doing is taking this tier 1. Oh.
First strike afterwards. He's tanky, but he's tanky. Most of this time, no Winter Wyvern,
so tanky.
It's not easy to bring him down, but Curry's still very much alive and kicking. Relocate attack out. Second, he is taking Yapzor away, but Zai is left for another burst strike. Finally do the trick.
This guy doesn't really like those quelling blades. He loves trees. He doesn't want to cut down trees, I guess, because he could have escaped there maybe a bit faster if he cut down the trees to the north there.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Actually, those are very burnt trees.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Very fire hazard at this point.
Right? Yeah, maybe something better spawns there, something better grows. Anyhow, mid one is the one that claims the tier 1 on mid, while Nisha claims is claimed by Saberlight.
Sitting at 500 HP, just didn't start the shift in time, so calling and the tips as well. So trying to tilt him. Not sure Nisha's a tiltable player. So far so good. I mean, getting these free kills certainly helps. Only from Axe, he's kind of falling behind. Both he is trying to reestablish control. Okay, blink from anti-mage. Quick first. So, with this anti-mage, I mean, 3 Wraith Bands, Supreme start to work on his Fury. Looks like it's decent timing if he doesn't go forward. Like, are they still hitting the stride on HIPPOMANIAC?
Not nearly as well as in that last game. In that last game, they were definitely dominating throughout the laning stage and after it. in this game they are actually even struggling a little bit. They aren't really hitting those timings, considering PA is completely dominating and Morphling has a decent time on that. Has had a decent time on that one as well. It's gonna be very difficult for them to dominate in the mid game the way they did.
This is the lack of stuns. Axe with the big dagger to help them out. They're still trying to go for it here. Nice connecting on the outside, a couple of right clicks going in. They could even go for mana void, but it would not have been enough.
Dire's structures are fortified.
A lot of time spent.
It's the bracers, man. Bracers. Yeah. Just casual bracers everywhere. 2 bracers on Dragonite, 2 bracers on Zai Sand King. Just gives you the magic resistance and HP. This item is really good right now. So. Overall, I still think that Knight has rotated towards bottom to try and perhaps use that dragon form on this tower, but it's not gonna be easy, especially if he's alone. He might even fall here, actually.
Melodic is in, cast bounty back and forth here with the ultimate. Ford can be cancelled, I think Curry should be dead. He's only one follow from DJ. Ice Blast way too short, not sure what I think.
He was thinking that Dragonite is gonna be able to run towards the river, so he casted it a bit shorter, or he was lagging.
Yeah, that would be the more reasonable. Either way.
But I think he expected them to follow Dragonite, perhaps even wave for maybe turned on by the Dragonite. However, honestly, Hippomaniacs, they have to really consider the way they're playing around this Dragonite. As this hero is that early to mid-game powerhouse with his Dragon form, but the thing is, you actually cannot leave him alone. You can't just let him rotate all alone around the map with his Dragon form and expect him to do work, because he's beefy, but he's just gonna be controlled like he exactly was a moment ago, and he's gonna be killed off. So if you want to rotate that Dragonite, you need to commit the supports as well, at least one of them. But I think you should do it with both. So Sammy and the Ancient Apparition, they should be around that Dragonite and they should be pushing with him, and it's gonna be much easier for them to execute that way. That's basically Dragonite and how you play him. So
failing that, you just lacking either the initiation or the goal or the follow-up. Both things happen right now. They're just still trying to bite the time, still trying to find some farm with them. At least that part is sort of working out. He's the highest farmed hero on that. Just ever so slightly here. Take it. Go.
There's a ulti flying in top. But what can you do with it?
It's a big one. Does catch on Sand King, but it's no way to actually close the gap on him. Blink Dagger. Actually on the cards for Dragonite, he's not too far away from it. Axe, same kind of story, only 100 gold. But once these items come online, maybe Hippomaniacs have more tools to work with to actually put on this aggression, I think.
Yeah. It's like Blink Dagger on Axe is in, what, 50 gold? He needs one more creep, unless he dies here, because Zai is actually in the house as well. Zai, oh, he sold one of the Stout Shields, so he's got it. What does he want to do? He can jump Nisha here, but he needs a ulti. That's the plan, 100%, but it looks like they know, yeah.
The cooldown, burst strike, relocate in. Just Yapso by himself. In as well.
Ice Blast on your own axe. That's it. I mean, yay! I mean, they use the combo.
I got one guy, he's dead now. He's an auto team.
Oh, that's our axe. That's not how it should work. Copter Dragonite.
Stun gets slowed down a little bit.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah, the Sentimage is gonna have that, I suppose.
Dragonite. IO. So he's on the anti-mage, so where's the damage actually gonna come from? It's not there. Mid one now. Showing a couple of right clicks in. Supreme force playing down. Now there's the Ice Blast disconnect on the TA, but Curry still in a bit of trouble here. Nisha looking for a couple of right clicks. Let's connect down. Blink Charles coming through from same line on 2. They burst down 1. They burst down 2, even though they missed the dunk once again. But that's certainly a worthwhile trade here for the Ancient Apparition. They're not done yet, but
that was so good for them, from them. But honestly, it's the tankiness of these heroes that allows them to do that, right? They fall back, they fall back, they fall back until that axe is up again, until he ports in and just counters it on Morphling and TA. They have to be a little bit more careful there about if you don't blow someone up, chances are Axe is gonna rotate in and call you. So, and Saberlight, like he's proving us 2 games now in a row that he's an amazing Axe, and he's definitely able to play against Secrets on their level. So you have to understand. This Rift might be
going in here, coming together. Supreme, easy kill, the hardest kill. Both pieces coming in from the side and finds the burst strike on the end mage. Away before Nisha can.
Yeah, that
now, all of a
Axe.
sudden, I mean, you have the Battle Fury complete a little bit later than you might want. It's about 60 minutes.
This is the problem, though. This is basically the timing that you expect from your anti-mage to have Battle Fury, right? You can't really expect him to have a great laning stage. It's an AM. He's gonna be contested. I mean, in this game, he's doing quite fine. And he's got that Battle Fury now finished, around 16-minute mark. But the question is, like, how hard and how fast is he gonna be able to get this net worth of his in useful items, right? Your Battle Fury is basically a farming item. It doesn't make you useful. It doesn't make you fight in these mid-game engagements. So he's still gonna be farming for the next couple of minutes. And
it starts time early.
Yeah, that's it. Exactly. It's like a Midas or Necro 1 on Arc Warden or something like that. It basically puts you in the game. It activates your hero in a different way. So
what is
the problem is? Look, the problem is you have this Battle Fury and you're gonna split push perhaps and farm with it, and it activates that, but at the same time, Secret is completely activated and they're on top, they're taking your tier 2, and that's an issue. And now another issue is that if you go and split push, there's relocate in, the split push that you talked about, like if Saberlight goes mid, if Puppy catches him, they can relocate in like now. That's it.
Now, Cards mounted back once the Mountain go in, does get the call off, does this and the next. Ace Pass grazes a few Supreme.
Oh, yeah.
Finish off. Yep, so he's too slow. He's actually gonna right click down after another first strike. They did not execute that the way that they wanted to. Mid one still ends up dropping here, so trying to fight against the Tombstone now. Another cast. The Curry's bouncing but he's all alone. Yeah, first strike disconnecting the that version. Right trying to solo in. Just go for the TP. Yeah. And just in time. So a bit of a disaster to say the least.
A little bit.
That's
as bad as it can get, honestly. Only the support survived, right? Yeah, so that's like just as bad as it can get if you are Hippos. Especially because your AM died with his item. Like, he just got this Battle Fury. Like, alright guys, I'm gonna go farm a little bit. Oh, you wanna fight? Never mind, I'm coming. And then he blinks into a death ward. It just gets taken down. You know what? When you see a Witch Doctor channeling that spell, probably not the wisest idea to just run past him. He's, yeah, just gets destroyed there. So very unfortunate for them, but a little bit of discipline is needed when you're playing AM. A bit more of discipline and knowing your capabilities, if you overcommit, you just fall there.
A game like this, 5k. And they have these kind of heroes that can do really well with this kind of attack. Certainly with mid one closing in on the one blink deck, and once you have Blink Desolator, hero can just start the lead heroes. Enter. It's not ideal.
Oh, Witch Doctor?
Then a little bit more damage to dunk it down. Now Zai taking over. The Axe
run, little puppy,
run. Available here that they might want to go for, but it's kind of quite a sacking move. There it is. Couple of right clicks here from mid one. Taking care of him. 2 for nothing so far. There is the Tombstone. Risha following up. Stuns the Dragon at his own Dragon Tail. Awkward. Another burst strike forward here. I mean, they're just being pulled apart. They got the Witch Doctor. They better run fast. Oh, heroes going down, and Anti-Mage getting comfortable split pushing. I guess he won't run.
Tis mine.
This is the problem when you're playing with an AM. I mean, they all connect so fast. This is also a problem of playing with a team with so much mobility, such as Secrets. But when you combine that with the fact that you have an AM who's going to be on a different side of the map, just farming all the time, you can be in a lot of huge problems. And right now, that's the best example possible. They just get destroyed there. And why? Because they jumped a Witch Doctor and they didn't manage to kill Puppy. And they didn't manage to kill him on time. Yeah. So it's also the fact that they lack damage. If they manage to kill Puppy there on time, perhaps they can just fall back. But instead of just having a clean kill on a position 5, they don't get the kill and they lose 4. But I mean, when you're playing with Puppy in team, if you see him being attacked, you don't want to let him die, you know? He's scary. 2 meters, strong as a rock.
Just gonna throw his headset at your face.
Why didn't you save me?
Yes.
AM on the bottom lane manages to port out, so should survive. Has that Yasha. He's keeping up with net worth, but the problem with his net worth and Morphling's net worth is the fact that Morphling, with the items that he's got, he's fighting, he's pushing your towers, he's taking objectives such as Roshan, and he's able to fight properly without falling, without dying. While AM with these items runs to a death ward and just disappears. There's a slight little difference there.
Effective net. You gotta bite. Play for time here, try and get towards that like 30-minute mark ideally, where you have Basher, where you can go in and solo kill people.
Yeah, Manta and Basher would definitely allow him to do that, but he's still not there yet. He still is some time away from it. He needs that ultimate orb now. He has the gold necessary, but then if he buys it, he doesn't have a buyback. But the question is, if you have buyback and die, if you even use it here, is it even good for you? As you're that guy that needs to carry your team, right?
Sometimes having an extra item is more important than that item. Put the recipe on the courier, picked up the ultimate orbs, not available in a moment. Meanwhile, though, they're gonna lose in TNT mid, so net control is gonna be a thing of the past soon. The HIPPOMANIACS, and makes any life of a split pusher very, very dangerous indeed. Bunch of rest of the team that's just cut off top. Hurry up top. Oh, first strike! Just short, but just have the Yule Scepter here setting up for epicenter, relocate in. This is gonna be a dead fight.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah, it's problematic. It's very problematic. Your Dragonite now falls as well, and the worst part is the only tower that you have taken is this useless tier 1 on the bottom lane. And while you have a Dragonite, I really think that they didn't execute their strategy properly, but still in the Dragonite strategy properly. But Saberlight, he still has his items, he's still doing fine. He might be the guy. He might be the pride of Czech Republic. He's gonna be the one that saves them from Puppy. Yeah, well, Puppy falls. Some headsets are gonna be thrown. And I'm using memes that were like popular a year or two ago. What are we doing? We're gonna be banned. We're gonna be ass kicked by Puppy. That's what's gonna happen.
Probably.
Man, that
would involve me actually casting an alarm in the first place. Yeah, so soft though, over on the side, so if they actually follow up damage, they can finish him off. It looks like they have just enough to go be connecting. So 1-for-1 is dead. Hello on mana, but that's crazy. But the Menacer just straight up starting the fight, but it's Legion will be doing so much more damage. He has Intimate, over towards Curry, finding himself in front line. Saberlight, oh, didn't have to blink! Something put on Runa or anything, but if not help his friend instead. Just to blink back home. That act's available though to take another fight, but you know the fight is coming. Still have the Aegis for like 50 seconds. Mid one's ready to go. There's the call, actually catching Nisha! And low health points. I know how they get. Okay, he's down for now. No buyback available, so down the screen to try and carry before he's really ready. So far with the Ice Blast also kind of chewing them off. Getting a few seconds of respite.
They aren't really able to do that proper combo, right? Axe call into ancient ulti.
Link forward. 80 just disappears again. 2 undying, just like last game.
Yeah, it's the fact that Secrets is just playing so fast. They're just all over them every single time. You're just an inch out of position, you instantly get punished.
Tries to jump Yapso here. That's ultimate not quite enough though. Yaps is still alive, you're able to walk it off, but at the same time, also found mid one. That's a good one. Now blink forward, Puppey completely out of mana, just blink in for a dunk. Sableye with the double kill. He's delivering now as you get enough money coming in for the buyback. Secret somewhat, yeah.
Yeah, it's good. Erection. You did buyback on your axe, right? But your AM did not fall there, and he's gonna have his basher anytime now. So there are some upsides to that, definitely. And perhaps when he gets that basher, he's gonna be able to blow Wisp up or someone like that.
Channels here, Supreme. Reflects about reflected the burst strike there with the counter spell.
Yeah, that was really well played, right? And now we see them.
So you can just stun up the Sanking.
And they have the smoke as well around mid, around this AM mid. So if perhaps Secret tries to go aggressively on him with this TA when she's up in 10 seconds, they're gonna be punished. But Secret should know that they're around him. This is very obvious. However, Axe is in decent position and is looking for someone that might port to the shrine.
Like
Mid
Secret's
one is,
positioning.
yeah.
So, I mean, they realize, hey, we used Epicenter, but we also used the relocate. So now we have to stick together in case.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
So they're just gonna take this area over, and this is really good. They're basically doing a good strategic move here, as Secret might do the same thing, but in their side of the map, on the Dire side, Puppey might fall.
The space creator. Really committing too much on it. They look for Curry too. Zai, BKB comes through from Curry in the front lines, but Sableye gets a couple off, but still down right after here. Curry been clicked on by mid one. Stunning back, you're trying to keep Yaps out of the fight. He was screaming in front. Punch up Zai, but he's in some issues here. Does can't fall once again though. They'll finish that job, but three of his own friends have already been taken care of. So Supreme cannot continue to engage. Nemo mid one with a triple kill, finish that one off as Wolf is trying to TP out, but too much damage with it.
Yeah. So AM still does survive in that fight. They probably are gonna have to use their buybacks here on Dragonite, but he doesn't have Dragonfall, so perhaps only AA. The problem is you're most likely gonna lose a side here. Yeah, you buy back on Dragonite as well. Alright, so you don't lose a side, but you forced your DK to buy back. A DK that has been poor already as it was, so that's not awesome. But oh, you might just run straight into them.
Broken immediately. Right now you basically have a similar situation. Game on Secret. You have Hero with crazy amount of death buff, not much. Except Anti-Mage is no Phantom Ascent. Don't really have the ability to just stand there, press your Q button and shoot people dead at the same time, but they're gonna try the best anyway. Ice Blast connecting over to Ninja, actually need to scrap but move Anti-Mage. This time no counter spell against the Burst Strike, so it just straight up drops and they have to abandon.
You have to command them.
Here, also on a stun. Is it Sableye that you can still in the background? It's only supports. Can they make more of this? Another Burst Strike down, Zany. And I'm dropping all level 12s, no extra team something to do, but just buy enough time for the rest of this team to regroup. Supreme fall back into this. They want to take this fight, and there it is. Blink into the stun, comes extra right click, Sanking with the call. They have enough control. Now Blink forward here onto Leisha. Supreme, he's hungry for blood, and it's because they realize that they need to get something done. They need to re-establish some sort of momentum.
Middle tower is under attack.
They're gonna get a tier 1 tower, maybe a little bit more. It's gonna be enough to win. I think it's a Temple Assassin here. Ice Blast connecting. Just to make sure, not even necessary.
Right, actually what looked very benign, a few deaths on their supports, has turned into 4 of them dying, and perhaps Hippo's even forcing a buyback from that tier, as they're gonna go for uphill, most likely. Form is still up, there's still a quarter of the duration remaining.
Bold play here by Puppey. That's another free kill. Blink stun doing so much work for Curry in the last 2 minutes or so.
They're just playing so well right now with the blinks and with the blink stuns from Dragonite and with the blink pulls from Axe. They just basically won a side because of that. TA isn't gonna buy back though.
Who would have thought that HIPPOMANIACS would have wanted to take first at Raxton?
No,
If you told me that would happen, then I would just...
Nah, like 5 minutes ago, if someone told us that, like, we'd consider him a fool and we'd pity him.
Alright, Yaps are relocated forward for the courier. He can take Nisha back with him, potentially.
Yeah, he has a force as well.
Blasts.
They are fine. That force staff on Wisp is so good. But overall, Secret, I think after that fight, they have to realize that they can't really fight any way they wanted to. I think they just got punished for being a little bit too cocky. It's really decent. The way Hippos didn't really completely lose their senses. They actually bought back with the aim, they fought and they took a side. The issue is here, are they going to be able to contest this rush? They definitely do have means. They have this as well. And this next Roshan fight is huge for Hippos if they manage to have a decent one. That AM has a BKB, has a Basher, is working towards that Abyssal, so he's gonna be really strong here.
Oh, they did see Zai down bottom, again down there. Rid of the vision, the Raiden around. There's still a trap inside of it. So...
Okay, they're gonna smoke up, but if they jump DK, that's not great for them. Like, he's way too tanky and everyone is behind, so they need better targets.
This is very obvious bait. Oh yeah, Dragon Knight showing up in mids here around the river.
You don't really have a proper target if they're smoked up like this. If you could jump and blow up AM, that would be great, but it's very unlikely that you're gonna be able to do that. The thing is, AM, he doesn't have buyback, he bought back in that last fight, so he's your win condition if you kill him. Puppy isn't truly a win condition, it's just a puppy. You basically killed a small little doggo. Like, what? What did you accomplish with that? What? Nothing.
Yelled at like...
Exactly.
It's a ward which has counted out.
If you get some other kills though. So, on the back of that kill, they might go for this shrine, which is also a huge objective to take, as it allows Radiant to port and defend Rosh. Let's say TA dies in the Rosh pit, right? She buybacks, ports onto the shrine and can fight again. But they can't do that, right? Any longer at least.
Shrine got the tier 2. And look at the graphs here, it was like 12k gold lead for Secret at one point. And they shaved 10k gold off that with the by the fallout experience. Similar kind of probability. He favors the Dia now with 74%. Thank you for us. No mid. Okay, Zany. Goodbye. That's the one downside. It's poor Undying. Level 14, no money. Can't even get the.
It's just Undying. It's like Puppy on the other hand, right? On the other side. However, this Roshan, as no Undying is there, they're actually attempting it. Then he is buying back, he understands what's happening. And
falling fast,
instantly run out.
Yeah, still don't feel comfortable continuing.
It just shows us in which situation they are right now and how they feel right now. They know that they can't just truly take that fight any way they want to. They're actually respecting the farm that AM has quite a lot, and that's definitely justified.
Oh god, Saberlight! Who's trying to blink it in? Mid one gets the BKB off in time. It's not up in the blade. Ice Blast connected, a couple of extra damage. They burst him down! He is out! And about Nisha next on the list. See if they can just do enough damage, and they can. Double kill with Tongue. That's the epicenter first strike here. Is enough damage on 2 tombstones down. One from Raided. They're gonna get rid of that first. And now, that's also Poppy. Down for the count. Saberlight finds another blink on King Supreme taking over. Chunks him down. Meanwhile, back, they lose the Dragon Knight after all. Zany next on the list. Nisha trying to do some work, but now Supreme ready to go, sitting at half health, focuses on the IO. He is done, but mid one, we're just waiting for that, taking over the front line. Supreme down for the count, now all of a sudden Saberlight finds himself alone.
You died.
A lot of buybacks have been expended on the side of Team Secret.
Anti-Mage buyback in 2 minutes, Dragon Knight buyback in 1 minute, so we're gonna have that Dragon Knight probably with the buyback if go for Throne, which they just might, and they just got outplayed strategically. They had had a perfect initiation there. Excuse me, it wasn't perfect, it wasn't great, but they do kill mid one, they do kill Nisha afterwards, so it was good enough for them. But they fought without buybacks, and that's what happens. You fight without buybacks, they buy back, they come back in, and now suddenly you're losing your axes, and they're pinging the tier 4s. They definitely can opt to go for that. Dragon Knight is gonna be up soon, but there's only... there isn't a lot that he can do.
Down here, there's a nice little call on and with the ice blast
that's it.
bring down nature. Now the counterplay there for mid one, trying to bring down Muff in exchange, but Ghost Scepter will keep him safe. Mid one, they're taking the front line, Puppy just dies. I mean, after all, but I don't think mid one can do this alone.
Definitely not.
The follow-up view, perhaps here. Mid one pops the BKB, but Save Legs doesn't have the dunk section cooldown.
Mid one, if he falls here, this could be game actually.
Still has to run, but Blink Dagger couldn't keep it on cooldown.
He should be able to get a
Moving forward, this W
I'll take your tribute.
to work through this refraction. And the TB into the shrine. The cool is good, catches him behind the trees, and that's 2 heroes down. Without buyback, all of a sudden the tables have turned. Secret.
This is so horrible.
Right there.
I mean,
They've made the biggest mistake of this game.
It's Sax and A. Finally, they managed to have a good combo off on Morphling. Sand King is doing the right thing though. He's epicentering the creeps, but also the
forward, the Yule's kind of keeping him back, but the rest of Hippomaniacs already separation live, but damage has been done. They slowed down this push.
Gonna be able to go for the juggler instantly like Secret tried. They're not gonna be able to go for that throne, but they will have achieved an Aegis. And also keep in mind that this AM is gonna have a buyback. Most likely he's gonna farm it, and Kari is also gonna have that buyback. So you're gonna be playing with Aegis.
Big boss plays from
Let's see.
You gotta do it.
Let's see.
There it is. Burst Strike comes in, but Roshan's not there just yet. He still does get the right click and the Aegis.
All right. He's continuing.
He's gonna die. Damn, that was worth.
Wait.
She's picked up by Dragon Knight though. And
I'm not certain that was worth actually, because he has no buyback.
That's true. Maybe it wasn't worth.
Yeah, he's their only control in these fights, and he's without a buyback. And 30 seconds without TA can be really problematic. They still don't have buyback. Nowhere close on Morphling. Like 4 minutes remaining. TA is down for. Yeah, TA is still down. This is
nothing. Blizzard. Drone means everything. Gonna go here, start working away to C4. Blink start over towards the Morphling. Forward call. Trying to do some damage. Ice Blast connecting here. They just need a little bit more. He might even tick out inside the fountain. But nah, it's not maybe not powerful enough. Turns into Anti-Mage, there's more magic resistance. And it's not enough. He's still ticked out. Muff gets it.
This is game. It's over. They won.
Another blink, another stun, another follow-up here, another call. Time and time again, the same combo. It just started working. It never stopped. Therefore, doing a lot of work actually. Oh, damn, this is over.
Where are you at now?
Secret. Where
are you at now, chat haters? Where are you at? Where are you at now, chat?
Exactly.
Where are you at now, chat?
Cannot underestimate boys.
Yo, wait, let me just read this sentence. Yukino just wrote, of course he doesn't see what we do because the stream is behind, but what he
Dire team ban. Team secrets turn to ban.
Go.
Давай.
Here we are, time for game 3. There's a lot of people, a lot of bettors, I would think, that did not think I would say these words
remaining.
right. HIPPOMANIACS,
Team
a little bit too easygoing. Some of these situations.
Dire
Getting
team
combos in, link calls,
Team secrets
ancient apparition
turn to
coming clutch more than once. Also the supreme pump. You can still do some damage. So, heroes. Now we are here only one game away. The winner of this one will be up against Alliance, the old OG. The loser, of course, they will face against OG elimination series. So either way, there's a lot
10
of footage
seconds
to be played
remaining.
and a tough road to climb still.
5 seconds remaining.
What do you think about the Dazzle? Dazzle first pick? I've been spamming this hero so much.
Team secrets turn to pin.
Against Dazzle earlier today, clicked me twice and then I was.
Yep. And
So that's kind of what the hero
that-
does nowadays.
with that bad juju, not only does he get cooldown reduction, he also reduces your armor as well. But he's pretty decent in that way.
Right, I actually saw a stream a couple days
10
ago. You
seconds
built
remaining.
a book on it?
Yeah, you build. Any item that's active, the Dazzle is in.
Speaking of it, the Lone Druid Scarf Mage, those two more heroes that we have not seen so far in this series.
Yeah, they've been banned though. They've been banned in both of these games, I
10
think. So
seconds remaining.
reason why we haven't seen them that. Lone Druid
5
is
seconds
amazing
remaining.
right now. With one raid band, you'd be like 84-ish damage, I think, level 180-ish. It's just ridiculously strong. Very hard to lane against. Skyrat at the same time. like, I am not certain, like, but Skyrat is just back. Like, this guy is just... People are building him, like, in the old days, you know, like, multiple null talismans, and then you just become that high DPS.
Dire team back.
Don't know utility position for, but still, though, you're really strong. Right, so this is most likely gonna be some offlane. It could be the position 4 Centaur that was so popular just before the patch hit as well, right?
Yeah, this is the same.
10 seconds
together with the Dazzle, it's kind of hard to go into as well.
Yeah, they're really strong together. I have to say though, I like Dazzle as a core much better, but he can be very good and very nice as a support as well. Thing is though, I'm thinking now HIPPOMANIACS, if they get something like a PA, is that bad considering you're playing versus Skyrat and Lone Druid? It can be really problematic versus both of these heroes. They're really tough for PA to deal with. If you consider you have a Dazzle minus armor, a Grave, and a Centaur with the ultimate stampede, that could be really good. But I'm not certain that's what they're gonna go for. Actually, it doesn't depend. It doesn't depend on anything because that PA has been first banned by Team Secret. So everything that I just said is completely irrelevant.
But yeah, right? The kind of flawless, squishy hero.
10 seconds remaining.
100 people. And unless he's or he or she's the one down by the Scarab Mage, bring down Scarab Mage. Oh, like if not the PA, then clearly like.
Skyrat also that blocks the Morphling pick. Oh, not completely and not necessarily, to be honest. That hero is definitely one of the best supports versus Morphling. With that silence, quite long ranged, you can always take him down before he starts morphing, as long as you have one more hero to follow up with some sort of a setup. And Void has been banned. Void is really good with Sky as well, so they just delete that combination out of the game instantly. Especially if Lone Druid is going for the Lone Druid and not the Bear build. If he's going for the ranged build, then he's very strong with the Chrono too.
A couple of times I have seen the Lone Druid, I've exclusively Bear with just
yeah, it is. Right now it definitely is that range build that people opt for the most, and it's definitely the stronger build out of the two, in my opinion as well.
So what's the solution there? Do you just one more people can go in on that, control the right, jump on Lone Druid, control them?
I don't know. The Slark has been banned, and that was one of my ideas as well. As the hero is really strong right now, it's also pretty good versus Skyra because you can get rid of his spells, and when he gets on top of Lone Druid, it's very hard for Lone Druid to just scare him away. So, like, that hero would have been perfect for hippos. What they can do is perhaps pick some Weaver, but I'm not the biggest fan. But if you go for Weaver, there's also a way of dealing with that. But honestly, I'm not even certain Weaver is as strong versus Lone Druid as he used to be. That hero used to be 2-go hero versus Lone on the lane. Like, you would just destroy him. So I'm not certain it's exactly the way it is now as well. Lone Druid has become much stronger.
Well, if time for HIPPOMANIACS to think about that. Team Secret right now, yeah, they already have a lot of firepower from Scarab Mage, with carry potential. They could use some sort of initiate. But lockdown here, tanking has been taken out. Still the axe.
Take down the Sand-King.
Oh, never mind the ban.
Axe would have been decent versus the Dazzle, I suppose, versus the Grave, but honestly, it's not even that good any longer. Basically, when you have an Axe versus Dazzle, if you find yourself laning versus that Dazzle, you just get destroyed.
You have no armor.
Tusk,
right? Here.
Yeah.
With a friend, tag team, just
yeah. You have the tag team now, and it's much stronger. Definitely, the hero has been, as you said, reworked a little bit, so pretty decent.
10
He
seconds
still
remaining.
has to be careful about the way he approaches his lane.
5
It's also really good
seconds
with Skyrad, by the way, because of the ulti. I wanted to say is he can't really trade hits with Dazzle. This is a hero that wants to be that brawler, wants to be in your face fighting all the time. He has to be careful versus the Dazzle, definitely. So you have to be, just on point with this task. What I'm looking forward from Secret is probably some hero that's going to be able, a core hero that's going to be able to work with Dusk. Something that has kill potential with him. He rolls down mid per se, and then you can put that lone druid on the safe lane even.
All kind of heroes. All, yeah, what
Some lean perhaps would be
Lean is
alright. Yeah, it's good, and it's definitely decent task if you shard someone.
Team
Besides
Secret's turn to pick.
Lich, alright. That's one way of doing it. It's really good versus Lone Druid, as most of his damage, all of his damage is physical, so it's gonna negate like 60% of it or something later on, so that's gonna be really good. Besides that, Lich is really a
10
strong
seconds
laner,
remaining.
and the only problem that I can see for this Lich is if he
5
lanes
seconds
versus Skyrad can just zone him out of his mind. Just use that arcane bolt all the time and deal with him. Oh, you're in the chat as well. Alright. Ahoy, Czech viewers. Ahoy, ahoy. I actually had a Czech girlfriend when I was a kid.
Dire team
Anyway, continuing about the
I'm just looking at it and seeing, oh yeah, hey, just get DOTA Plus, watch without delay. Yeah, it doesn't work, guys. Only one, you need one of these pro players on your friends list. I highly doubt those. 2, it only works in matchmaking games, so...
Yeah, it doesn't
can't
work
cheat,
with
you
the
can't watch
ticketed
without
games. Yeah.
Unless someone is stupid enough.
10 seconds
Yo,
remaining.
Tidehunter, just cut the crap, man.
Alright.
Tidehunter here,
Remaining.
Tidehunter is like so amazing right now. I'm looking forward to seeing some right-click Tidehunter with his changes. Maybe a Battle Fury, maybe a Desolator and Solar Crest. Like this hero can be
Team
so
Secret's
strong.
turn to battle.
We saw him.
Yeah,
Oh, all right.
Yeah, when we
This
casted
is
that
so
game-
good though.
They're being going crazy.
Yeah, we casted it
Yeah,
together.
that was
Yeah,
freaking amazing.
I had a couple of those in my pubs as well afterwards, so that's really good. But I just want to say that Hippos with this Timber Saw, on point, boys, drafting
10
on
seconds
point again.
remaining.
Like Timber Saw can deal with the Tide, can deal with the Lone Druid,
5 seconds
maybe
remaining.
does suffer a little versus Skyrad. You just itemize versus it, either a Ult or a Sword, and you should be fine. So overall, if you put this Timber Saw up front and if he has a good time, I really don't see the way of Team Secret to deal with him later on in the game. However, a good team just ignores him, does their own thing, you know, does his own thing, and then just kills him or kites him in the end. Now these last two picks, if you were Team Secret, you have to find a way of dealing with the Timber. If you are Hippomaniacs, I really believe that they're in a very similar situation like they were in the first game, in which they have really good heroes when it comes to getting kills and pickoffs and whatnot, fighting, but their objective taking capability are awful once again. They really have to get something. They really have to get something that's gonna... yeah, you see the ban from Secret, like they exactly know what's up. They ban out the Luna. Like
Talking about
hero
you,
that
you
would...
have a Centaur with 3... Oh no, wait, we're done.
Yeah,
10
it's not that
seconds
great.
remaining.
So... I don't even know. Some Spectre
5
to
seconds
catch the Lone
remaining.
Druid, as someone in the chat suggested, and then you just go for super late game. Maybe that's the option, but it still isn't that great. They ban out Toad.
This be the game. This the game where they pull out the arc. But
Oh, it wouldn't be that bad actually. It's a pretty decent. I mean, on the lane versus Lone Druid, it's not great because the bear can tank up the spirits and the flux, right? But if you don't lane versus him, and then
from it as well.
10 seconds
then
remaining.
it could be good. But the issue is if you pick Arc Warden now, and if they
5
counter him and lane
seconds
something that's good
Team
versus Arc
Secret's
Warden.
turn to pick. Lena.
Oh, Lina. Alright, so Lina, I mean, isn't your... I can't say I like it. honestly. I'm trying to make myself cheer for Hippomaniacs. They are obviously the underdogs. Our Czech boys in the chat are here, but the problem that I see with Lina is she's susceptible to these ganks that might come from Tusk, so she might suffer a lot in the laning stage, and later on there's too much weight on those bare naked shoulders for her to carry, you know, like there's so much.
There's no real right click. A lot of the damage output is gonna come from the Timbersaw magic, pure damage, and Lina's
she has to be the natural clicker. And now she's playing versus Mirana. I think TA was banned, I suppose. TA was a perfect pick for Secret as well. But now you're going to be playing versus Mirana on mid, most likely, mid 1. And then you're going to see Puppy's Tusk rotating around. Or even this Yapsor, if he rotates in, silences and slows Supreme, he can fall. So I can see why they picked it. It's their comfort pick. They want to play Lina, but at the same time I can see the flaws, the natural flaws that this hero brings to their draft. But at the same time, there weren't any heroes could fit the role of everything they needed, or could put X on all the marks that they needed to put on. You know, like there were just way too many. They just needed way too much from their last pick, I think. And this Lina covers some stuff, doesn't cover some other things, but it can work definitely.
So overall, looking at the draft as a whole, what would you rate the camp?
What? Wait, chances for Hippomaniacs to win?
Yeah, for either team. Like,
I
who
mean,
has the advantage?
Hippomaniacs, they're Czech boys, 100% win rate. Coming, 100% that they're gonna win. In my mind.
Alright.
Honestly, I think
looking to get more fans for your stream.
No, I honestly think their chances are pretty low. I think I draft until the Timbersaw, but then I just realized that there are many things that they're missing in their draft as well. So
we'll see what they can do. I mean, Timbersaw is one of the heroes. A friend of mine plays it very well. Sometimes, I mean, it's a little bit more established now, I guess. People are aware that they're here, kind of called back on how you have to deal with him and how powerful he is in the early 15-1 tier and underrated go. But if you misjudge slightly, all of a sudden presses one more round of spells and you're dead, and he isn't, because he just heals up so quick.
Yeah, definitely.
Something that you have to keep in mind. Yeah, Supreme and Lina, I agree with you, that's certainly a weak point.
It's the weak point, but it has to be also, it also has to be their strongest point, you know? Like, this Lina also has to be the hero that completely carries them, after all, with her right-click damage and burst and whatnot.
There are a few ways to play around her, right? You have the center with Stampede and help her.
It's still hard. You're asking too much. You're asking too much of this. That's how I feel. I mean, it can happen, honestly.
It is a Supreme Dazzle. I can't that.
Supreme Dazzle, wait. Oh. Wait, what? Oh, Supreme
Lina. I tried to click on the Supreme, but I would still have Dazzle select.
Dude, if it was Supreme Dazzle, that would mean that this Lina is a support and everything we said was completely wrong. But actually,
I tried to click on the serial under the name, it didn't work, and I still have Dazzle selected.
Honestly, like, I would rather see Dazzle core here and Lina support. Like, that Dazzle core would actually make the game a bit more wonkier. You go for those early necros, you just start pushing with Dazzle and Timber. Honestly, like, I could see them taking that. I can see them taking this as well. But there's many things they're lacking in this draft.
But hey, what they do have is some momentum.
They do.
Team Secret.
Yeah.
In a game that Secret really should have won. Like,
yeah,
they were
in
ahead
control
for the longest time, and then little by little they've got chipped away at. There's just one more item, there's one more combo, one more team fight, one more blink call on right hero, and then all of a sudden, oh wait, we bought back. Yeah, we will team fight. Then we go for the throne. It's one misjudgment that they made. The Maniacs hold on, and basically snack that victory away from not just the defeat. And I mean, Secret, of course, these are all experienced players. They've had that happen before a million times before. But I don't know, there's still a chance that it kind of sticks in the back of your mind. Maybe you're a little bit more jumpy. A little more careful, perhaps.
I mean, honestly, go Hippos, you can do it. You can do it, boys. Supreme has to have a perfect game, though. That's the problem. It's like, this draft reminds me a lot of the first draft, of the first game, right? Like, they are putting so much pressure on their midder. It has to really deliver. And even if you have a sick side lane in which Saberlord just dominates, he dominated in that game 1 with Axe, and this Timber, it just doesn't fall once, and he's that powerhouse. It's still a lot to ask from Alina, but if he doesn't really suffer too hard on it, I can definitely see them actually having a good game in the mid game at least. Perhaps they can even capitalize on a few of mistakes. This ward was way too late, it was scouted out, so it's gonna be warded, which isn't really great, as Lina definitely does need that high ground vision to be able to create hits with Mirana if the lane isn't really where she wants it to be.
Well,
30 seconds to
on the
battle.
offlane, not for the time being. Are these lanes far away there, or are they...
Who do you think is thinking of switching them up? I
I don't know, I'm asking.
I know. I think this is completely fine, both of them. Timbersaw is running. I guess he wants to lane versus Titan, and Centaur wants to lane against Lone Druid, I suppose. But the thing about Timber versus Lone Druid is you can't really. To be honest, Timber versus Titan, Timber versus Lone Druid, it's a difference, which Lone Druid has a better lane there than Tide. But this is a new Tide, so I'm not certain. This new Tide works perfectly. And Timbersaw is Timber. He's still gonna be able to whirling that, and he's gonna be able to take down Hunter's mana. But here he's gonna be playing versus Skyrat, so have to take into account he's being spanned by Sky as well all the time. Sky is no towers. So on the bottom lane, it would have been easier with Aslo, but on top lane, it's better because playing versus Titan.
Wait, is not gonna be picked up where you're gonna say, oh, I'm totally gonna win this.
Yeah, I can't go either way, but Timbersaw like should have a natural advantage versus really strength cores. That's the way the hero works. This lane, playing versus Yapzor.
What's the better word? The Frost Shield is top. Very like gonna make him even more killful. So you put up the
once you get those right on top, he's gonna benefit from those spam as well. That's gonna be good in his favor. You see how much damage Zai actually takes from one whirling that. So 20% or something.
Yeah, silicon is.
Like back to the trees, can be blown. So he has to be careful. Actually, if the stacks are on him, now he gets it. Oh.
Who gets the rooted? So when Shreed extra gets the buy.
Playing that's the first line.
Ah, he's
Burst the blood.
by the Nazi puppy hitting them. And be careful about these kind of only off the bench. XP points is different. I can't mean to kill or not.
On this bottom lane, once the bears do, the puppy gets doing that as a short. Mid lane is kind of fine for both of them so far, so just a few CS fine. Not really having first time is the time, but isn't just yet. Okay, there we go.
You don't get to
Oh,
win.
it's a game.
Down.
Timber's so strength heroes. That's the thing. They really care how tanky
They gotta go for Supreme Shuttle. Herald, close. Yeah, though.
Very, very reminiscent. Yeah, very, very reminiscent of that first game, in which maybe your side laner all, but that side laner at the same time is infinite. And this thing is actually important. He's still here. Alright, but Pro did not connect. So.
Maybe just TP, or maybe it must be the spot.
I guess it's the second option. I guess they just guessed it.
Matters. I'll make me up now. But yeah, too much mana. No, side.
Now he has Kraken as well, so it's gonna be a bit easier for him if they go on him. But the roll still dies not that perfectly on top lane is already fall. The Kari is
Supreme. Bit one came in quite a bit till there at low health, leaps away, barely survives Supreme. This is tough movement, but yeah, so that's
this is
I mean
a big issue.
Walk home.
This is a big issue. This is really draft to notice. It's the fact that this gets dominated. They're gonna have a really rough time converting her into that core that's gonna actually make a difference for their team. And she really has a lot, so if she dies once in a row, it's definitely problematic. Move, you're dropping. Yeah, Sai forcing them away from the bound zone. We're gonna get all four, it seems.
Again, arrow the same.
Yeah, Dazzle cancel. I think he could have actually continued, just remained on there. I don't think your center is as important as your lane, but
overall, this is much to leave. This lane is very at the front
Saber
of the
lane,
wall.
what lane?
Very low.
Oh, mid lane.
They're gonna try to get well behind.
So
Bo can stay around.
on mid because he, as you said, Kari is
Radiant's top
completely
tower
fine
is
with that
under attack.
so you kind of have an advantage there. You don't really have kill potential as Lina Lich, but Lina should not offer this any longer at least. That was a mistake. He could have been up.
River move. Build up the high ground. Half health. But mana. Either you deny yourself a
Illusion.
It's hard to
keep
attack.
happening. Like, yeah, I mean, they're pretty damn tanky at this point. Small, much even as that.
Yeah, you can't. It's really good. Oh, little shot. Bish. Oh, mid lane, no, though. Yes, again.
Keeping this thing is coming through the one. Not low. Yeah, that's frost shield. Yeah.
Shield on level 2 point. Again. Oh, the rules. Yeah, they are getting sunk. It's the HIPPOMANIACS with the Rana kill, right? But
Dire's top tower
it's still
is under attack.
it's still not where you wanna be.
It's also kind of hard. Boards very hard. Reflected type of pressure.
Yeah.
All in initiate.
Yeah, you don't really. You have reactive all in mid. She's dead.
Decides to turn around. Got a few spells. Might.
Because just you, if you can focus on other lanes, honestly, because it's just been dumpstered. And now, if you're pro, what do you do with this? You put your dumpster, so your other four are gonna have to take over, increase the amount of weight on their shoulders and carry your team throughout the mid. Looking at Timber, who is maybe killing high on top.
and with one spell there, one. I actually salve off, so never mind.
Dire's top tower is under
Again?
attack.
Yeah, he's fine. However,
That's just not bot.
nice arrow, correct?
Radiant's middle tower is Dire's bottom tower is under
Counter kill.
attack.
Yeah, that's good.
Tower has fallen.
It was used. I just don't want to look at that anymore. Can we not just cast side?
Продолжается постоянное давление, нескончаемое просто давление на HIPPOMANIACS там, потому что его убивают. Лина параллельно с кентавром в этих же лесах обитает. Как бы как такового фарма сейчас не происходит. HIPPOMANIACS они проигрывают на 10-й минуте 5000 голды. Да, они сейчас попробуют подраться за баунти руны, но этого может не хватить. Тут классные шарды, но, наверное, выжить будет не так просто. Да, окей. А зато рунки. Тайтхантер забрал одну, Тайтхантер забрал вторую, и это 4 баунтоса для бедных. Должен Тайтхантера, правда, наверное, забирать, хотя он тут пришел, просто полечу, закидал. Там Arrow, по-моему, была какая-то мимо. Вынужден использовать стамбиту, чтобы просто хотя бы убежать. А Тайтхантер в невидимости, и непонятно, что с ним делать. На центре очень много урона по Суприму. Суприм, очередной голос по нему летит. Ну и на развороте хочется убить хотя бы здесь Лондруида. В итоге Лондруид пока что выживает. Лина уже отправилась в таверну, ну и продолжает гонять здесь людей Тайтхантер. Очень больно вписывает по Дазлу. Дазл вынужден использовать крест. Здесь зашел сзади Карри, забрал Лондруида. Сделать ему Скаймак вряд ли что-то сможет. Но и Тимберсову догнать не так просто. Скаймак все же быстро идет. Достаточно. До конца. Что там? Через секунду буквально будет. Ай, деревка помешала. Хотел вот на это дерево бричейн сделать, но не получилось.
Вся игра пока на плечах этого Тимбера. Он дом, с него армор настакал.
Не, ну если ты ловишь 5-секундную сверху Engine Seal с... Да-да. На центре, кажется, смерть Лины. Это, правда, летят телепорты. Рэвэйдж попадает по Дазлику. Попытались подсейвить Лину, не получилось это сделать. Дазл в итоге раскидывает Poison Touch, но отправляется в таверну под Engine Seal. Очень быстро. Даблкилл для Ниши. Ну, реально озлобились карты.
Суприма, это что? Маги так вы.
Да, его...
Вообще не дают ему играть в доту. 0.7. Тиночек, да ну.
Что же ты верхней сетки 0.7 на линии играешь? Вот. Чё, курьера. Призвал распускать ты. Но как-то тяжело возвращаться в эту игру HIPPOMANIACS. Кентавра там гоняют. Кентавр вынужден использовать стампиду для того, чтобы выжить. Мансует, но тут его палит крип. Саберлайт продолжает мансовать в деревьях. Тополи, по-моему, рано их 2, и должна она догонять все-таки. Саберлайт, пичка. Продолжает живо в деревья Кентавр, отстанивается. И размансовал или нет? Arrow мимо. Саберлайт уходит отсюда.
Получается. Тут иллюзия.
На центре... Но там уже
побежит.
даже если спалить недалеко, там один лип остался. Тайтхантер в быстрый агоним хочет. Так вот. Вообще агонимов на Тайтхантере я давно не видел.
Приятный артефакт. Я не знаю, лучше ли это, чем условно Пайп или Guardian Grips, но хороший артефакт. Первого артефакта я тоже не видел.
Давят по всем фронтам. Тут, правда, хотят попытаться как-то Тайтхантера аннигилировать. Есть замедление. Ультимейт Мираны на развороте. Кракен Шелл. Эру. А? Вот все это дело.
Временем вышки наверху собирают. Секрет погони непонятная.
Да, растягивают оппонента по карте. Тут уже ведь мало из больших есть. Два. Приступили. Рядом есть Скаймаг. Лина, если сейчас выйдет чуть дальше, чем условно вот эта линия, она закончится. Да и так. Кассив. Рядом есть Кари. Он уже далеко. Теперь для того, чтобы что-то делать.
Почти блинку кентавра. Очень нужно делать. Пайты принимать.
За кентавром прям тут гоняются реально. Пыталась его найти и изничтожить Мирана. Сейчас тут в руне невидимости промышляет неподалеку Тайтхантер. Видим, что и Пупей тоже здесь. Ну а на топе сгущаются тучи над головой Лундруида, но там просто тп-аут, сбить нечем. Спокойно уходит. Тут вообще возможность избить тп-аут как бы одна. Ну две, ладно. Ты либо кентавром это делаешь, либо все.
Нет, но есть еще Синистер Гейз.
Ну да, но там не очень большой радиус на первых уровнях, а ему сейчас совсем не максит. От слова прям вот не максит. На верхнем рунспоте здесь пытаются забрать Скаймага, получается это сделать в ответ на фраг на Дазле. По баунтосам, я так понимаю, что 3-1 для Секрет. Но тут Кентавр. Кентавр до даггера 100 голды. 100 голды осталось до даггера, опять пытается мансовать. И опять размансовывает. Ты посмотри на него. Но дожить... А он...
Да, уходит.
Да, уходит. Красиво. Как же он знает эти леса? На топе тем временем Тепаут также давит отсюда Пупей. Касается Тимбера. Выход в Бладстон будет.
Да, тут такая игра, где солить нужно Тимберу. Тем более активку поменяли, по-моему.
Там, да, трансформируется мана в ХП. На центре забирают Скаймага на развороте. Это как раз реализация даггера на Кентавре. Эру полетит или нет? Эру залетает. Дазла очень неприятно. Дазла не сможет, скорее всего, вовремя подсейвить здесь Кентавра. Хотя бы себя бы ему подсейвить. Поднимал мышки уже, но не получилось ничего сделать. В итоге -2. Оформляет здесь Team Secret. Эти стрелы. Еще курьер летит. Курьер летит, видит курьера и вовремя разворачивают его, потому что Лаурус Панч уже был заряжен.
А 0 маны у Тимбера.
Да, Тимбер, как бы ему не уехать, что ему долетело. Перси. Сел.
Арканы нажал, аркан. Брэвэдж есть, также у Сигри. В принципе, все есть. Дальше кушать.
Самое приятное, что у них есть 10 тысяч преимущества сейчас. И единственный, кто держится более-менее неплохо по количеству направленных денег у коллектива HIPPOMANIACS, это тот самый Timber Soul, у которого есть уже Bloodstone, но опять же, Bloodstone, конечно, хорошо, но его может не хватить. Ультимейт есть у Кентавра, вылетает за Тимбер, Кентавр, начинает наваливать, Рэвэдж, полутрёх персонажей неплохой залетает, в итоге огромный количество урона Timber Soul. Timber Soul подключает как раз перекачку ману в ХП, очень много здоровья у него остается, в итоге в никуда. По большому счету, потрачен Рэвэдж ничего не смогли сделать. Здесь летает чайник очень неприятный также. Зацепили Пупея. Шарды надо под себя ставить. Просто пытается сделать тп-ат, не получается. Это минус. Отвлек внимание от Мирана. Мирана хотя бы отсюда уйдет. Ну и хорошее сражение. Тут, кстати, по-моему, пытались еще кого-то найти. Нет. Закончилось. Или потом было найти.
Могут пока сражаться против Доу. еще и зарядил себе Бладстоуны. Вот эта активка, она прям чуть ли не на фулл хп его восстановила после бёрста, и дальше с ним делать непонятно. Того, как дал рассказ Тайтхантер и Скаймаг.
Плотным он получается. Другое дело, что очень уж большой кулдаун на этой способности у Бладстоуна. Еще 3 с небольшим минуты не будет. Быть аккуратным. Но, с другой стороны, нету и Рэвиджа у Тайтхантера. А инициировать без Рэвиджа и вообще сражаться, я не думаю, что прям очень сильно горят желанием. Вышку Карри забирает. Ебзором пытаются здесь прохарасить как Карри, но сомнительно. Тавр рядом уже.
Хотят дальше попушить HIPPOMANIACS, но уже Мидван очень хорошо перед...
Ну, пока у него не супер много урона, и строение он будет клупать долго, но с другой стороны нельзя, конечно, мешкать HIPPOMANIACS. Видим Кентавра, перетягивается сюда, будет ли стан. Стан есть. В момент липа поймал его Мирана. Мирана еще 1-0 липов имеется. А чем станет-то? Синистером. Успел дотянуться! Успел дотянуться Синистером. Здесь все-таки минус Мирана. Вот как раз Лич именно его решил максить после... В центре убили Дазл, но это не очень страшно. После брони и дальность применения здесь сыграла свою роль.
Суприм, судя по всему, не тильданул после 0.7.
Да, есть старается. Ульчики, ПТ, 3 нулика. 13 уровень, уже как бы прокаст качественный. Вполне неплохо. Ману надо восстановить себе сейчас и быть аккуратными, потому что откатился у Тайтхантера Рэвидж. Опять же, во-первых, Рэвидж, во-вторых, там и до Аганима уже недалеко Заю. Так что нужно быть аккуратным. Я же ничего не пропустил, Аганим все еще улучшает гаш.
Ну да, ОЕ гаш.
Так,
волной.
Готов прыгать никуда.
Топит ДДшку, видит секрет.
Сколько жизней
могут попробовать на
Рошана?
Рошана. Попробовать на Рошана забайтить. Рэвидж есть. Активки Бладстоуна пока нет. Могут, если хотят драться, прямо пойти в наглую.
Бладстоун, да, еще целую минуту отсутствовать. Знаешь, на Рошане, в принципе, более-менее неплохо и HIPPOMANIACS себя могут чувствовать. Там и ультимейт Лича, и можно прыгнуть Кентавром. То есть там еще не поймешь, кому выгоднее там сражаться. Берсол тоже чакрам закидывает в рашпит и выйти оттуда не здесь просто.
Ниша заходит. Ниши на урон питались и КБ. Главное, чтобы не добрались до него. И особенно.
На самом деле, если Секрет потянут с дракой до момента, когда у Тимберсоу будет готова активка Билдстоуна, непонятно, как все закончится. Аганим уже есть у Кантера, уже он гашит там. Дает Баоя. Прыгнули. Мгновенная реакция от Зая. Очень круто получилось. В итоге пытаются Кентавра забрать. Кентавра забирают. Ничего почему-то не смогли сделать Дазл, хотя был у него вроде как крест. В итоге минус 2 уже делают. Секрет летает там чайник, урона фатального ни по кому не наносят. Мап, скорее всего, погибнет здесь так. Да, есть фраг и на нем. Ну и шикарнейшие шарды. А, нет, чуть-чуть тут прям пару пикселей бы еще было. И, скорее всего, бы не смог уйти Дазл. Но он и так не ушел, потому что там вовремя перетянулся Ебзор. Драка идеальная. Вот Секрет во многом спасла реакция Лондруида, если честно. Если бы Ниша попала под оглушение от Кентавра, то могло бы быть по-другому.
Какой-то монстр, как вообще можно было там среагировать? Он, по-моему, из смока прыгал.
Нет, вроде не из смока, то Тимберсол подставился немножечко. Рэвидж использует все для того, чтобы убить Тимбера, и получает это сделать, сбивают до стандартного значение в 14 зарядов Билдстоун ему, но минус 5 по итогу делают Секрет, возвращают преимущество, которое у них было. 13 тысяч становится по деньгам, плюс Т2, наверное, попробую сейчас запушить. Неприятно для HIPPOMANIACS.
Это было на тоненького. Если бы этого Сэвиджа, то могли бы сразу стереть вида, и драка совсем по-другому идет. Перса Эгисом стоит и ХГ.
Лина.
Катя персон.
Эроу ему пролетает. Ну, гаш эти неприятные, конечно. Залетать. Ян.
Да. Того, что у Тимберсоу рядом было. Да и плюс эти арморы, лича.
Там разве дает? Сейчас, по-моему, он в принципе не дает уменьшение. Или дает?
Пропал.
Нет, все правильно. No longer reduces spawn times. Да, вроде как не дает больше. Заряд. Ну, в принципе, Bloodstone уменьшение spawn time. Там по себе так.
Да.
Ну и размен по вышкам. Ниша Т2 на нижней линии развалил. В центре пытаются тем же самым заниматься HIPPOMANIACS. Т1 очень хотят забрать. Ну и нужно им уже перетягиваться как можно быстрее отсюда. Потому что там Т3 падает. И
Лину могут словить.
Нет, Лина успевает отсюда уйти. Т3 здесь все-таки не упало. Ну и теперь оставшихся надо на развороте попытаться зацепить. Не видит пока. Просветка достала ли до кого-нибудь? Нет. Просветка ни до кого не достает. Ставится в центре. Поднимают Мирану. Стан. Но тут Black King Bar успевает использовать пингван. В итоге Сайберлайт живет пока. Что у него по ультимейту? Нет у него уже ультимейта. Скорее всего, должен погибать здесь. Драк разделяется на две части. Дазл погибает чуть ниже. Ну и пытается Лина как-то сражаться. Убивает таки Мирану. Лина, кстати, при этом еще, скорее всего, выживет здесь. Карри под агрессией находится. Не успевает уйти на Тимберчейне. Карри, ну и да, его тут заблокировали. Даблкил для Ниши по итогу. Крип скипить, судя по всему, пошел Лич. Ну, вообще ему отсюда бы убежать, в принципе, куда-нибудь. Партнер покупает, еще 20 секунд не будет. Выкуп от Тимберсоу. Попытка будет задефить собственный Т3. Посмотрим, что из этого выйдет. Карри уходит на Тимберчейне. Суприму нельзя подставляться, у него очень немного хп в целом вообще. Тут еще постоянные гаши залетают. От Скаймага, Арканбалты, и прям совсем непонятно, как защищаться. Подходит цех, не выдает Poison Touch, но Т3 уже упала. 3 уже нет.
Что такой спрятался?
Ну, или чайник, да,
нет.
был бы чайник, можно было бы как-то сражаться. А так... Сайт Хантер подсветил, Синистер Гейс, под стан Сайберлайта, неплохо. Вот это Хантер, дэмэдж по четверым, тут... Боже мой. Аганимный ультимейт Скаймага и... кажется, чуть ли не конечная прямо сейчас будет наступать для HIPPOMANIACS. Они, конечно, живы, но очень с трудом. Полетели конкассивы. Тут не убили лонгдруида с прокаста Лины. Лина погибает. Пытаются забрать Зая. Получается это сделать, но бежит Ниша до конца. Плевать он хотел на все. У него есть Аегис. Сбили ему только что. Пупей. Агрессия по Тимберсоу. Тимберсоу живет. Пытается останется здесь Кентавр для того, чтобы засейвить Тимбера. Кентавр сам погибает за него. Но байбэк от Лины произошел. Продолжают увеличивать за счет вот этих активных действий Team Secret количество денег, которые у них относительно оппонента имеются. Опять же, байбеки очень дешевые на кор-персонажах. Так что 22 тысячи как.
Чувствуется барм счет лейнинг стейджа. То делают, то в принципе все. Тягивают их и ловят, когда секрет меньше. Но вот просто не хватает артефакта, не хватает урона.
Да, здесь уже и Тимберсоу на третьей позиции по нетворсу скатывается. Есть у него Лотусорб, но он это особо прям добавляет. Лина где-то все еще в низах. У нее, кроме Лилы, появился кусок на Bloodstone тоже. Да, прокаст по таску. Такой же плотный этот таск, в итоге через Синистер Гейс получается, ну как же много урона, есть Шрайн, хорошо, подсейвили, выкуп от таска, возвращаться он будет в сражение. Тут сбоку заходит медведь, покусать пока никого не получается, на задней части, как сражаются HIPPOMANIACS, убегает Карри, забили уже до Дазла, но там Карри все-таки некоторое время еще жить, на хайграунд Тимберчейн, хорошо. Но Дазла не будет 25 секунд. Рэвич через 15 уже будет готов к пользованию.
Как же много и обзор урона в каждой драке. Он 5200 урона тратит. Больше
Реально
всех.
там, ну, 2 Ancient Сила, 2 Mystic Flare и пропало. Прямо очень больно. У него просто залетают, когда вот всякие конкассивы, гасты, и он постоянно просажен очень серьезно. Он, конечно, урона приличное количество имеет, но вот ХП постоянные проблемы. А тут гасты реально в флоретке просто этот хантер каждый там сколько? 8 секунд. Каждые 7 секунд бьет этими гастами и что с ним делаешь.
Dyer's top shrine is under
Зор
attack.
дает удивлять, вот 18 уровень. Опять же, второй.
Dyer's top
И
shrine
Гаю себе,
has
кстати,
fallen.
приобретает. Здесь выход в смоках. Вот в надежде как-то на дезориентацию поймать противника. В итоге есть тут Рэвидж. Рэвидж залетает по 4 и мгновенно -1, -2. Забрали здесь, конечно, Ебзора, но это не очень страшно. Умирать также должен Кентавр. Кентавра подсели с помощью креста, но тут долго не проживет. А последним остается в живых Кари, но и он тоже отправляется в таверну. Все-таки, пусть и не так просто, как мы предполагали изначально, в полном Best of 3, таком серьезном, Team Secret додерживают победу над своим оппонентом со счетом 2-1. Не было это для них легкой прогулки, прямо скажем.
Да, но в третьей игре